What's up, everybody? It's Jeremy, Warfel's Morphs, inside the Coils. What's going on? Thanks for tuning in tonight. Tonight, it is going to be a just chilled. Well, all right, it's never freaking chill around here. Let's not even lie. It's going to be chaotic, hilarious, and amusing tonight. Yeah. Like, if you're not laughing probably here within the first 5 minutes, there's probably something wrong with you. But anyway, thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in tonight. It is going to be just kind of a hangout BS session tonight. You know, who knows what topics we're going to cover. We're going to give Chris Shelley some hard times for missing out on all this colubrid talk that we had going on last week's live, because he was really probably one of the only people that would have understood everything that Joel was telling us, and he wasn't there. We needed an interpreter, and Chris left us down. But last week's live was awesome. We had Joel on, so make sure you guys go back and check that live out. It was really good. I enjoyed it. My mind was blown with all the information that was dropped during that live. So go back, check that out. If you missed this week's video, make sure you guys check that out as well after the live. But go back and check that out, because you do get to see, I forget how many pieces of eye candy you get to see, but it's stuff that you probably didn't know was here. That's here. So it's nice to have everything out of the bag now for the most part. But there is two things coming that there's a few people that know, because I couldn't contain my excitement. But all in all, no one is going to find out, hopefully, what's coming until, let's see, April. We gotta wait till April till I have to contain myself till April. But let's go ahead. We're gonna bring on the co-hosts. We got my brother Chris Shelley over at S Reptilia, which left us down and wasn't our interpreter.
I thought you were just talking about pythons. I thought I wasn't gonna miss much.
Well, see, that was the plan, but then it went off. Yeah.
It passion ran wild. I can appreciate that. I got it. I love it.
I was very interested in hearing about the colubrid stuff, but we did talk Pituophis, though. We're going to do Pituophis stuff when he comes back on in 2 weeks, I guess it is.
It's awesome. Good. He's still coming. Sweet.
Yes, he's going to be coming back on, so we're going to do Pituophis. I figure we'll probably still hit some colubrid stuff, and then dive a little bit into his ball python stuff. But cool. Man, that was a hell of a good live.
Yeah. Bummer I missed it. I had to do a charity thing, so it's pretty good feeding people.
Yeah, see that I can't give you too much shit. Although we were kind of wondering what kind of freaking charity work goes on at 8 o'clock at night. Now I can think of what type of charity work to the wife that maybe goes on at 8 o'clock at night.
It was a poker tournament for a food drive at a private synagogue. Yeah, wild.
Tournament for a food drive at a synagogue.
Yeah, it blew my mind. There was like 110 people there. Yeah, Sunday night. And I was like, dedication.
Like, I don't even know where to begin with that one.
They raised like over $6,000, so it is what it is.
Holy shit! Hey, get it done.
Yep.
Let's bring out this guy, our brother John. Christina. John repping his team there.
I still went with a snake shirt. I didn't. I steered away from the Eagles.
You're right. Well, see, that's you probably had this feeling inside that someone was going to pick up your slack and go massively overboard.
I don't know about that.
If anybody can't guess who we're talking about, it's sure as shit is not Nathan. Although I would pay to see Nathan do this, though. I think that would be absolutely hilarious to see Nate go all out like this. Oh. But we've got... What's that, John?
Wouldn't that be something?
That'd be hilarious. But we've got the one and only Eagles... What Eagle? What's that?
Mascot, maybe?
Yeah, Eagles mascot.
We're going to call him the 4-inch warrior today.
Oh, shit. I like
all
it.
All right. I love it. 4-inch warrior. All right. We've got the 4-inch warrior. One and only Chris balls.
Go Birds!
Woo!
4-inch warrior.
Don't turn that shit up. Let's go. Let's see it.
Oh my god.
There is no charge for this, everybody. This is free.
Yeah,
Just
you
hit
got
the like. Hit the like.
You got a super chat to make this man stop. I mean, he got a freaking broom out. Who knows what's coming next?
I'm not familiar with that dance.
Only PA fucks.
I was gonna say Clifton Heights. I mean, we gotta narrow it down to a specific location.
Yo, whoa. Delco, baby.
Good stuff. I love it.
Folks, is that this is just like the tip of the iceberg. I do have special photos that have been leaked that they have been caught out in the wild that we will leak tonight for the world to enjoy.
You should have came out and did an Ultimate Warrior promo.
The band's tied on his shirt.
I am the god.
All coked up.
The one.
Sweating buckets.
I am on this earth.
Dude, I don't know how his heart didn't explode earlier.
He was my dude. Ultimately, he was my favorite when I was a kid, man.
Oh, yeah.
Him, Hulk Hogan.
Oh, it's back
Jake the Snake.
It didn't matter if it was fake or not, man. That was some good stuff when I was a kid.
That was
Jake
real
the
shit.
Snake, man.
I love Jake the Snake, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I still watch that shit, like all the YouTube videos and all the old stuff because just the nostalgia of it. It's freaking awesome.
I still have one of those old school like Hulk Hogan like rubber dolls where he's like with the belt and he's just sitting there like this. You sit on your windowsill. I got it from my dad when I was like 10 years old. It was sat on his windowsill my whole life, so I got it now. Fun.
So
Good
awesome.
stuff.
I hated Hogan, man, when I was a kid though. I was a bad guys. I liked all the bad dudes.
Well, the funny thing is that when I got married, my brother's a big wrestling guru. Part of his best man speech was a quote from the Ultimate Warrior.
Wow.
I will say this. I would go on a limb throughout that whole best man speech that is probably the best man speech ever. I will have to play for you guys sometime. I'll pull it up. Maybe we'll pull it up on the live one night. I'll root through the phone and find it because it literally, like, I don't know, it ranks up there for one of the best man speeches I think I've ever heard.
That's just missing, man. There's no like pop culture and like we were kids. That shit was like real.
Oh yeah, it was all the hype.
Oh my god, the Warrior Hogan, like I said, they were superstars.
Now everybody just want to be like Instagram people and social media people.
I couldn't even tell you who wrestles anymore these days. Like I said,
No.
Back when you paid for the pay-per-views.
Let's go through, say hi to some people, shall we?
What up?
James Perry,
what's up?
Tire God, what's going on, man? This guy, I do. This, if I'm trying to remember. I think his name is Jamie, if I remember correctly.
Put in the chat so we know.
I got a really warm-hearted feeling from him today because he actually sent me a message going, "Hey, I heard a rumor that the live's been switched to tonight. Is that true?" Like this is a guy that really makes me feel good that we're putting something out there that people are enjoying. Like the fact that someone's messaging me going, "Hey, I just want to make sure that I don't miss tonight." Like
at least there was
that
one,
was
right?
an awesome.
Tired guy.
Hey,
he followed us on Morph Market this week or beginning of last week, whatever. Thanks, brother.
Yeah, follows are great. I've been getting a lot of follows lately too. It's been wild.
Yeah, I've been getting like all these notifications.
Yep, it's nice.
Snake Market's back, guys. It's back.
I tell you what. B-Lock, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. I'm guessing this is Christine. What up, Christine? Even though she's in like over there off of John's one shoulder somewhere.
I thought I heard a chuckle.
She's the Snake Queen.
She's She's waiting for Chris to say something so she can slit his throat all right on live again.
Not today. Not today. We're
She
being
is full-time.
laughs.
She
She's full-time snake keeper now, huh?
She
nice to her.
is.
She saw the eagle stuff and she put a smile on. Christine the hardcore Eagle fan.
Nice.
Christine's gonna have Triforce rebranded to Christine's Morphs.
It's funny,
That's
man.
the word on the street.
We've been green forever, but my little freaking logo is blue. What the fuck? I don't even know how that happens.
It's like a turquoise.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Jeremy can't see the color anyway.
It's like baby blue.
Well, I know it's a green. I know it's a green color. So come on now. Sheesh.
What's up, Jake?
Jake, what's going on? Video
Jake,
area. We got
coming out.
Jake on here at some point too.
Yeah, is he coming out to Hamburg
I don't know.
or Morgantown? I mean,
Drop in the chat, Jake. You going out to Morgantown? I actually thought Morgantown was next weekend, so I was all excited. I was like, "Yeah, we got a show next weekend." It's like, "Shit."
I blew you up, man. When I told you, you were like, "What? How many weeks?"
Deuce.
Yeah, like I literally thought it was next week. I was like all excited, you know. I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get to hang out with my peeps, you know, get some socialization with some people again, and
Oh, this show
you know,
fucked up my
get away from the
schedule.
kids." And
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed. Lehigh and Scranton are the same weekend, same day.
Oh,
well, we've got that coming up. We've got that
March
coming up here
16th.
soon with Gettysburg too.
Gettysburg and Oaks.
Freaking Oaks again. On
Oh shit, Gettysburg. Oh really?
March 29th.
26.
26.
Is it the March show that's
I'm sorry, my bad.
overlapping?
Yeah.
Oh, the March show is the one that's overlapping. Shit.
Oh, no, he's right. It is the 29th.
See, you were damn,
Oh.
Christine.
Woo.
Oh,
I-
damn.
I thought I just looked at it today, and I'm like, maybe I am a little dyslexic sometimes, or
Those
however
are
that works.
dead.
You flip numbers.
Go take care of your light work. Fucking up.
So I can't-
Show.
So I can't keep track. I remembered Gettysburg was the 29th, but I didn't know what day Oaks was supposed to be for March.
Yep.
But I just knew they were overlapping at some point this year, which sucks. But
Ah shit.
I will be at Gettysburg, guys. I think all of us will be at Gettysburg.
I'll be at Gettysburg.
Hey, last Oak show was most people I've seen in the building in probably 3 years.
I almost got skunked on that.
Oh,
fucking
really?
show.
Yep.
Even with that
You
much
almost got
traffic, man.
skunked?
It was- Yeah, I only sold one snake, and that was like at the end of the show. That was a tough show for me.
Show in 3 years. I'm just saying it was the most people I've seen.
Oh yeah, it was packed, but I didn't. The difference I thought was nobody was carrying anything, like not as much as we've seen in the past. Like, but whatever.
We did okay. I mean,
I think March should be good because people will be getting their tax returns and
We'll at least start knowing what they're going to get. And like, okay, this is what I can budget this year. Hopefully.
yeah.
I sold 2 heavy hitters that day. So that they felt
Yeah, you were saying that was good. Nice.
I know. I'm already. I gotta remember to play. I gotta place an order with Sea Serpents. I've got to get one rack, a 12 quart tub rack.
12 quart.
Yeah, I gotta get 12 quart.
That could make one.
For things that can't be named yet.
Okay.
You have to explain to me what a 12 quart rack is. I've never even seen one of those.
Well, one of the 12 quart tubs. But I mean, it's a rack. It's got.
They're a little deeper.
No, deep.
Yeah,
Or I'm
yeah,
sorry,
they're a little
higher.
Growing now. Okay.
A little higher.
yeah, I think they're a little bit higher.
So you're getting geckos.
No. We are not. No, I'm not doing the gecko shit. Nope.
I smell chondros.
Three
But
cheers.
does it end in an O?
Ended it. Oh.
It ends in no.
Surprise.
It ends in. You'll find out in April.
Got it. Dream chasers. What's up, man?
What, waiting for better weather to ship?
Oh no, dude! It's getting hand delivered.
Oh,
Woo!
Oh, Ron, you got to change your little E to your little logo. Fix that shit, buddy.
James, what's going on? Be More Exotics. Thanks for
Another
tuning in.
James.
Third Coast Constrictors. New
What's up,
face
man?
in the chat, I do believe. Thank you very much for tuning in tonight. Good to see you.
Third coast. What's that?
What's going on, Thomas?
What's up, comments?
Greg,
Great.
channel member and channel sponsor. Thank you very much, dude, for tuning in and for the support. Great to see you. Jacob, what's going on? Thanks for tuning
Jacob.
in. Rob, what's going on, brother? Good to see you.
Rob. What do you say?
Jason,
Something about
another
painting something on my
Jason,
stomach.
channel member.
Jason.
Much support and good for tuning in. Ledka, one of my TSK fellas. What's
up,
going
Logan?
on? Good to see you. Perfectly engineered reptiles. What's going on?
Yeah. What's up, brother?
What the hell is this Happy Friday shit? It's Saturday.
Only one thing better than sushi. That's his
Depends
motto.
where they're from, though, Jeremy. Hell, maybe they're from the
What's
past.
that?
Maybe they're from the past.
Nah.
Maybe
Nah, he's just from Orlando.
I was right. His name is Jamie. All right. See,
All right, good call.
you click in a little bit. Like it takes a while.
Oh.
Don't count on me remembering that all the time, Jamie. But you know.
Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate your support, Jimmy.
PER wants to know, Chris, what's the drink?
Strawberry, cranberry, and rum. I'm taking it light. I've been sick since Wednesday, so I'm just kind of getting back. I'm kind of getting back on track now. I haven't had a drink in about 6 days, so I think that's why I was sick.
That actually sounds really good.
Yeah, strawberry, cranberry, and rum.
Cranberry and rum.
Yeah, nice and smooth.
Very funky mixture of stuff. I'd be willing to try that.
Refreshing.
Nice.
What kind of rum?
Wait, what kind of rum?
Calico Jack. I prefer the good old Admiral Nelson, but Calico Jack works.
Marcel, what's
What's up,
going
Marcel?
on? Thanks for tuning
What's up,
in.
Marcel?
And Little Wars, what's going on? Thanks for tuning
What's up,
in.
Evan?
Look at this guy, Shane. What's going on, brother?
Hey.
What's up, Jane?
Hot dog prosthetic.
Another big Eagle fan.
Yeah.
James says, probably won't see me vending for a while, looking into other vending methods or possibly going solo.
Okay. Good luck, man.
Interesting. Look at this guy. Kai.
Hi.
Oh, Kai, my brother. Good to see you. And we got Mel, another
Mel?
channel member.
Mel's me.
Part of the PA Misfit crew.
He's gonna have that jerky ready for Gettysburg, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
He said he's supposed
He-
to.
Oh,
he
really?
told me he was gonna. I'm drooling.
Oh,
I'm
man.
drooling already, man.
You better get to
I don't
work.
want no ABC shit.
I say just make sure that Chris, make sure you get your jerky before John gets to it, so you
I
don't
want
get
that.
sold a half
I want
a
to make
tub.
sure the seal
hold
isn't
up.
broken.
Chris, I'll make sure I hide it better this time.
Well, the thing
Thank
is,
you, dear.
Mel does pure sealed bags because of my shit.
That's right. It better don't break that seal.
He vacuum seals.
Oh God, dude, that almost came up, man. That was bad time.
That was the funniest day ever. Chris is like, I got shorted. I'm sitting like, really? Like, Mel's pretty good with weighing that shit and everything. I'm sitting there like,
And my
totally
bag
had
was
no
open.
idea. And I'm like, oh fuck, that's the bag I ate half of. I was like, shit. Oh, that's
Oh
okay.
God,
Oops.
I will never forget that day.
Oh, it was so
Chris
funny.
was all wound the fuck up.
He was like, fucking,
Dude, I wanted Mel's meat.
fucking Jesus Christ, it's $20 for this. Like, it's like one piece.
There's like maybe 5 pieces left.
Little ass bitty pieces this big. I'm like, ooh, I don't know, man.
Fucking
All
left
the
me
weight I'm going.
crumbs.
Here's the worst part, though. All right, now I do have to question you on this one, Chris. The fact that you saw how little was in it and you still spent whatever it was, why didn't you question it remotely, slightly?
He
Support
did
your
question
friends.
He did. He bit so
He
hard.
did question it, Jeremy, but he was being a friend and he bought it. And he's looking
Yeah,
at it going,
See?
I didn't realize it was this little. And I'm going,
He said
"No,
that
he's really
often."
step his game
I
up
guess
and eat in here."
Fucking Mel out there ripping people off.
He did buy it though, man. He did do the homie code. He was like, "Oh, whatever, fucking, I'll buy it." But you go think about it a little bit, like, fuck, dude, it was like 2 bites.
Times are tough. Meat's expensive.
John had the taste test and make sure it wasn't poison.
I went
in there.
back to get that bag later in the bag because I had it all the way at the bottom, whatever. How to freak out. But I'm like,
It was not. It was all the way at the top.
well, I'm like, where the fuck that bag go? I was eating. They're like, Oh fuck, this one Chris got.
He says to me, where's that one that I sampled? I said, what one you sampled? He said it was what's on top. I said,
Sample.
I said, oh no. He said, what? I said, he said, was the one who bought it first.
Oh no!
Where's that one I was testing?
We're all
Thank God he bought it.
bullying Mel because he put a little bit of meat in there. No, it was me. I did him dirty.
Yeah. Left me crumbs.
Dude, that was freaking priceless. That is one day I will never forget.
Oh Jesus!
What's going on?
Oh, what's up, Mike?
Scotty.
Got everybody in the house tonight, man.
Right.
Yeah, you make sure you hang on here just a couple minutes, brother. I got something for you. For you. Let's go ahead. Run a channel sponsor or two. I can't contain my excitement for these photos from the wild that we have. I can't contain myself with it. So we're gonna run a channel sponsor, get our composure, and then we're gonna start this show off right.
Water break.
No, trust me, you don't want to remotely risk taking too long of a water break on this one. So here we go, guys. Gettysburg Reptile Expo LLC is one of the premier shows of the Northeast. Located at the All-Star Event Complex in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, it's a 45,000 square foot venue that houses 270 plus tables, 125 plus breeders, with an amazing selection of snakes, lizards, geckos, turtles, amphibians, and invertebrates. Doesn't matter if you're a breeder looking for that next high-end piece to your project or a pet owner looking for your next scaly friend. Top it off, the Sea Serpent's there to meet all of your racking and incubator needs. The show dates for 2025 are March 29th, July 19th, and November 8th. So make sure you stop out, and I will see you at Gettysburg Reptile Expo LLC.
My carpets are ruined. They're stained blue.
Yeah, you got it. Got it out. Just got it out.
Look at that chatter there.
I was gonna see how did it muted everybody but John and Christine for some reason. It normally mutes everybody during an ad.
Yeah,
John
muted me.
was
Bullshitting about
internet again.
You heard us talking about my poor dog getting sick.
I just heard. Remember, it sounded like Charlie Brown's teacher. Like,
All right, let's run one more ad here, so then that way we're kind of like we got two more sets to go after this. Stop wasting time trying to prove out animals or taking chances on possible heads or genes you don't know that are there. Head on over to Charlie at Gray Rider Reptiles and ShedTesting.com for all of your shed testing needs. He's fast, accurate, and adding new tests on a regular basis. So head on over to ShedTesting.com and check him out. Make sure to use the code CARPET15 for 15% off of your shed test order. Use nothing but the best at ShedTesting.com.
Got a bunch out on Friday to Charlie.
So I had to mute you there, Chris, because we were hearing your hacking. Like,
Oh, sorry. You had me on mute. It was muted. Like, it said muted on mine. That's why I didn't bother hitting it. Otherwise, I would have muted.
Hey,
My
gotta
bad.
be careful talking this shit behind the scenes, man. Hold it back.
all right. So, as I said, we've got some photos from the wild. Now, I cannot disclose my sources. Now, if that person wants to disclose themselves, they are more than welcome to. But these are some once-in-a-lifetime images you will only find here on Warfel's Morphs, folks. So if you want to know the history to these photos, you must watch last week's video. Go towards the end. That is where this whole thing starts. But we've got our good buddy here, pro skater, Chris Sorrentino.
Oh, nice.
Right. Now, let me tell you,
My
Chris must have been
I didn't do this, by the way. Before you jump to conclusions, I don't know how to work these things.
Chris must have been really going hard this day because
Bet I
that
can
is
do a
not the
kickflip.
only picture we've got of Chris.
I got
I
that
mean, it looks like
full-
he's had he possibly broke his
Oh,
leg
that looks
here a little bit. Like
Oh, that looks bad.
that does look bad. Yeah.
Ooh.
Now we got this one here.
Mm. Yeah.
What the fuck?
He took that one right to the ass. Oh,
Oh, that's his style. It looks like he liked that one.
That's why it's only 4 inches now, John.
surprised you got that much left.
Messed up my back pussy.
And then we got this one.
I'm falling and I can't get up.
Oh my lord! I assume you were talking about
Any
skateboarding
bolts.
last week.
So this
No
is what happened
bolts at
last
all.
week after the show. No, fuck. How you feeling there, buddy?
Fucking Scotty.
There, he knows what happened.
What did he say?
Oh God, dude, when those came across in the chat, I was like, dude, see, I gotta be able to use those,
Oh, I
please.
was slim when I was a skater.
Dude, you just tell us how you had the board bowing.
You froze. What?
You were telling us how you had the board bowing when you stood on the skateboard.
No, the trucks were like weak as shit.
He said he just did that, Jeremy, not back in the day.
No,
He said he was one in a Walmart or something.
Dude,
Bent
I was like 100 pounds back in the day.
When you were 10?
No. No, it's when I started working at the hospital. I gained all this weight.
Yeah, I was
You're
a
napping
skater, dude.
Hmm?
Back then. I was a skater guy back then.
Yeah, we all had our skating moments.
I got a bunch of old school BMX bikes hanging out.
Nah, that was for good
It's
times.
probably worth some money by this point.
Some of the cleaner ones.
I can remember my first like real deal board that I didn't get secondhand. It was a Danny Way freaking Plan B board.
Yeah, I got a bunch of dynos, a mongoose, a powerlight, a diamondback.
Should send one of them out and get it cleaned up like Jeremy Ball did for US Arc, man.
I redid them all. Well, I redid them all and had the kids were riding them for a while.
Nice.
And,
You talking about BMXs?
they were left outside. Yeah, I still have them all. I just got to redo them.
Yeah.
My favorite bike
Look
of all
at
time is
Yeah.
Whoa. Easy, bud.
dude, kick that dude out the chat.
Come on, man.
None of that shit's
I like you, Kent, but that's hurtful.
Yeah, he's a Cowboys fan. He's a Cowboys crybaby.
Oh, well, then that makes sense, though.
Yeah, he's a Cowboys crybaby.
That's
All
what I
right,
got
now-
for you tonight.
Almost there.
Ash, my brother, what's
Ash.
up?
What is up, my man? Malice Killer.
King Tri-Stripe and King Malice.
Just a good news. I got a tri-stripe Avi, Mr. Ash, so we're looking good.
Oh,
Nice.
shit. You got Obbies over there? Oh,
I got
dang.
2 Avis from Balls and 1 Boa Avi already.
Holy
And I
mackerel.
think my blood's going right now, too.
I'm going
Nice.
early season this year.
Yeah, mine is. Everything that didn't go last year, basically, it's what's hitting early for me. And about another 5 to 10 girls behind that should be going, too.
I gotta start breeding to get shit to do
Hey,
shit.
what's up?
Thanks,
Dude,
David.
What's up, David? Ultimate Chris. Yes.
John, I think you're like you're just way behind though this year. I feel.
Your
Yeah.
season ran late. Did you go late last year?
I had a
I'm
lot of
waiting
moving pieces this year.
Because
I got 11 out of 15 locks.
Yep.
That's
We'll
nice.
probably shoot for literally, I'm trying for at least half of what we usually do, but I had a lot of moving pieces this year. I got a new job this year. If everybody doesn't know, I started working with Nathan, doing the vinyl graphics and all that stuff with him. There he is.
Hey, speak of the devil.
And we still got I literally bred a lot of snakes last year, so I still got some stuff left over. I haven't even got listed for sale or even haven't even taken out this house yet. So there's gonna be a lot of stuff we gotta still
Trickle in, right?
Plus we did a total revamp this year. So I sold a lot of the breeders off last year. I got a lot of the holdback stuffs now in between sizes, all that good stuff was going on this year. So I figured if any year was the good year to do it, it was going to be this one.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh no, I'm waiting on one prelay. Actually, I think I missed one ovulation because I threw the ultrasound on the what is it?
2 ovulations, right?
Well,
Didn't
technically,
both of them?
I missed 3 ovulations because both the carpets are what I'm seeing on the ultrasound is over 30 mil. Well, they ovulate around 25, so we've got eggs.
Sweet.
Hopefully they're
So
fertile.
exactly, yes, that's the thing that's scaring the hell out of me at this point. Is are they fertile? Because I never saw a freaking lock from that male. But you would think, I mean, I wouldn't think slugs would look like an egg does on an ultrasound, though.
They
Not
do.
necessarily.
They do.
Well, unless it's just an unfertilized egg.
Well, that's what I mean. You can't tell the slug and an egg when they're that before ovulation point and all, because they're only measuring a mass in there. They're not measuring an actual egg. When an egg comes across on a ultrasound, I mean, they're huge. They're like, you got to keep scrolling across to get
the whole screen almost. Yeah.
So, like, not saying you have slugs or anything, but it's really hard to like pick out a slug unless you have like a fully developed girl. Your ultrasound, and you see them huge eggs. They're like, say they're on the screen. Screen's this big. Eggs like that. You just keep going across. Across. You see these tiny little things. Well, yeah, they probably got slugs. But on the girl, like you're saying, like a 25 millimeters, I think it'd be hard as fuck to tell slugs from eggs.
I mean, you put it this way: they look the way, at least on Lagatha, because I didn't. Once I saw where Celeste was at, I didn't really question Celeste at all.
Yeah.
But Lagatha, I threw the ultrasound on her when I finished doing the rest of the collection, and she was at like 31. So it's just like that's that's way beyond where I'm even worrying about it in ovulation, because I've missed it at this point. So we're all waiting for the prelay. But here's the thing: Celeste is all food. Lagatha is still acting like she's starved, but that's how she was last year too. She'll eat up until like a couple weeks before she lays.
That's awesome.
Well, look at their age differences. Celeste was full grown when I got her in 2018. She was already that size, so she's like a hardcore, a lot of fat build up, like an old timer. You know what I mean? So I could see her going off food, knowing where as a younger snake's still trying to grow. At the same time, I would imagine.
Well, you figure Lagatha, I mean, they're actually almost the same size. Celeste is actually out.
Right, but Lagatha's what, 4 years old, 5 years old?
She's all but 6 now.
Okay. So, yeah. I'd still quite younger, but either way, who knows?
Oh, yeah, I mean, there's a big age difference between the two of them. But no, so the 2 carpets are definitely going to go, or they're going to give us something. The example that was thrown to the bang is going to go. The normal triple het is the one that I missed. The other ovulation on, she's going to go.
Oh, which pair hurt you this year?
I threw her to the black pewter red striped cloud that I got from John.
Okay.
So
nice.
It's a good way to see what all is in that boy.
Dude, you're gonna have to get them all tested for chocolate. You're never gonna know what's in them with black pewter. Holy crap!
There was no chocolate in that pairing, I don't think.
The girl though is just a normal.
I'm sorry. I thought it was the chocolate triple het.
No, it's the normal triple het.
Gotcha.
The chocolate triple het. I don't even know. I forget. I don't even know what I've got lined up for her.
She may not go. She went last year. So.
Look there, man. I'm breeding. I got tags everywhere. Little tags. There's some males in there.
But then, there's 4 or 5 that are basically ready. Like they can ovulate within the next 30 days.
Right.
They're right about like 35. So I'm looking at already 6 or 7 clutches expected.
You were early last year too, weren't you, Jeremy?
Yeah, I start early, but then my stuff goes like all freaking
it staggers. Season. Yeah, you stagger all the way out.
The whole year.
I had a few March lays last year and a couple Aprils, man. But my season's usually hits hard between May and freaking July.
Yep. Yeah.
Like, I'll drop literally 40, 50 clutches, like some 6, 7, 8 girls.
In 2 months.
Yep, 2 months.
Yeah.
It's terrible. Which is everybody's like, oh, that's great. No.
It's no way, dude. Blows your mind. That's what happened in 22, and it wasn't near that. It was maybe like 3 a week, but it wasn't like 4 a day, or it was still a lot to me. Having 20 some clutches in a matter of a month, I was like, what is going on? But
My first couple years breeding, I was, oh, this is awesome. Oh, we have to, eggs. And now I'm just
You
like,
lose
oh,
track of
no.
shit.
Oh no. Yep.
Slow down.
Yeah, man, for sure.
What's up, Aaron?
Hold on, give me a second. Karen
Yeah,
just
I ultrasounded
God,
yesterday.
tell her you're busy. It's not our problem.
Yeah.
she's dealing with the kids since we went and moved everything today. Like, literally, the whole house is moved.
Did you find anything good, Chris?
Yeah. I got girls at 16. I got girls at 20, 25.
That's good. 20 and
I
25.
got a couple
Spread
at
out, that's
30.
good.
And a couple at 30.
Yeah, Nate just had a clutch that literally crawl out yesterday, the day before.
Yeah. You must just breed all year round.
That was the one he was.
Yeah,
that's the one he was thinking about opening up while we were over there the other day.
I had my first carryover this year that I've never had a carryover from 24 to 25. We just cut that. That just literally shed.
Yeah, I don't think I have either.
I've never had a carryover to this
Me
year.
neither.
It was kind of different. It was like, what the fuck is this? I've had him go late December, and then we had him start again in January, delay or whatever. But I've never had one, whatever, split. We just cut.
Man.
Whatever. We just that's clutch just shed. That's a very interesting clutch.
Sandless says here that he picked up a blackhead OD Enchi Calico het pied female, 800 grams for their MJ Xanthic OD Yellow Belly Enchi Vanilla het pied boy.
Good luck on the odds and save some money for testing.
NC Calico. Did you get that off Sorrentino?
Nah, I didn't have blackhead. No, I didn't have blackhead. Mine was black pastel.
Oh,
that's nice.
So that's going to be a killer. Like
that's a cool.
That's a lot of variety that you can hit.
I'm reading that, dude. That's going to be a nightmare.
That's why I said save your money for some shed testing.
Oh,
it's going to be a killer looking.
The vanilla is going to be next to impossible, but it will still, dude, it's going to be wild. Good luck, man. Super OD, super Enchi, Calico, Blackhead, Yellow Belly Pied.
I got a girl now. You wouldn't. That's black pastel, OD Yellow Belly, Calico, but you wouldn't be able to tell there's vanilla in her. But she came from a super.
Yeah. And she gets roughed the freaking ID and super OD with other genes.
Oh yeah. Chris, hopefully T positive boutiques, and hopefully some Sumatrans, and possibly T positive golden eyes, 007s, boutique in that too. So it should be she's young, but I'm trying to breed her. Yeah, she's beautiful. And then the boutique on top of that, you get all them crosses in there with the T positive.
You got heads?
Nah, no chrome heads. It's just the dark black bloods, and then a T positive Sumatran. So I'm just trying to make some hets, and I like the dark bloods. They're cool. I like the female. She's like jet black.
Yeah, they're sick.
Yep.
See, I've been on Chris to make me a chrome head for so long, and he just doesn't do it for me. And now, my issue now is that the expansion's almost done, and now I'm already planning. It's like, you know what? Like I get with what I'm getting, I can't add any more species beyond that.
Why?
Because I know that I'm going to need a lot of room for for working that stuff. Because that's the whole new freaking ball game that I'm learning. So
yeah. Man's over there trying to talk logic. Stay out here.
Bloods are simple, man. You just put them in the bottom of a rack and spray them every other day. You're good. You gotta hold them too, but
I do miss my blood. I miss my blood. We're all caught up. Aaron, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in, dude. Good to see you.
What up?
I said hi to him. You're late, man.
Well, you know, hey, I want to let him know that I saw him. Damn it!
All right.
He's been thinking about getting into some tree monitors.
No, yeah. Get them blues, man, before they or are they already illegal to sell across the state? The blues are on one of them lists where you can't sell them across state lines.
Wow.
I don't know what that list is. I don't know. It's asinine because the blues are on it, but the yellows and the greens and the blacks aren't. Yeah, something like that. You can't. Oh no, I think it's like some kind of protected act. I don't think it's the lazy. Already can't. There's none.
Already
State.
can't.
Somebody can probably gift them to you though, because I work with the Louisiana pines and the other species, the black pines, and you can't sell them across state lines, but you can gift them. So you never know. That could be an option.
I said there's so much legality crap here, and
Yeah,
here's
the-
yes.
I already finished off one of my goals for the year, and I'm officially in LLC now.
Woo!
So I am no more flying under the radar. I am.
Uncle Sam's watching.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
If Uncle Sam is watching now, screw you, Uncle Sam. I'm legit. So that was one of the exciting things. Actually, that was just the other day that finally finished going the whole way through with, going to what it had to go to the state.
So for people out there that are like not like haven't done it yet or on the edge to do it, or anybody that's just starting up, how was the process for you? Did you find it easy with the help of somebody, or was it like treacherous and
dude, I'll put it this way: it was super freaking easy, especially since Nate's watching. I'll flat out say it was super easy as all hell. I sat there and I watched Nate do it for me. No, in all
the process
honesty,
was seamless.
It really
Did you hold
is.
your hand and wipe your ass?
Yeah, you did more than that.
He even held his finger out for the roll to spin on while he pulled it for me.
Oh, man, that's top notch
It
service.
was service with a smile.
They have an
That's
app. You can just
expensive.
do it online.
Well, we did do it online.
Yeah.
Oh.
So here's the thing. I do want to say this though, because if it wasn't for having somebody like Nate that knows that end of what you need and don't need and all that stuff, there's a lot of stuff they try to get you to upcharge on or get onto this plan to cover all the stuff that you don't need. And that was like the one thing I was afraid of. And that's why I told Nate, it's like, dude, it's like, I know you're busy. It's like, I need your help on this. Like you understand this shit more than me. You know exactly what I need. And, so we got it done. It was simple and easy though. But even after everything got sent in, because it literally took, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes tops.
Yeah.
And that's being even generous on the time. Like it was probably less than that. It just like they were sending me stuff, I'll do this, and like I still need to do gotta sign up for something, and they wanted you to pay like something with what the hell was it called? Something that basically it's a form that says you own the damn business. I forget what it's called. It starts like a BOIC or some shit like that. Anyway.
Right.
But they want to charge you $150 to do this paperwork. Okay. And I sent Nate a text. I just got off the phone with him. Sent him a picture of this thing and gave me like 3 options. Like I was like, Nate, I got off the phone too soon with you. Which option do you pick? He goes, none of them. He goes, hold on. So he sends me this link. He goes, go here. It's bullshit that they're trying to make you pay. Here we go. Yes, thank you, Nate. He goes, it is BS that they're trying to make you pay to do that little form.
Now, the other thing you got to watch out for, you'll get that fake mail shit in the mail. So watch some of that mail. It'll say like, you got to get this, you got to get that. It's all fake.
Yeah, double check it.
You'll get stuff in the mail from like fake shit because they have your own public record now. So they got your address, your name, you just signed up to do it. They'll send you fake mails.
Well, I know like they were trying to get me because they called me literally on my way home from Nate's house, wanting to go over stuff. Now, mind you, I hadn't eaten all day. I was freaking starving. I saw a roadkill animal. I almost pulled over and took a bite out of that sucker. I was that hungry. So stopped at Wawa, got me a Wawa toasted sub. My God, that tasted good. But they called me right as I took my first bite. And I'm just we ain't talking nothing now. This is eat time. So I told him, I was like, you're going to have to call back tomorrow in the afternoon because it's like I'm on my way home. I'm hungry. I'm not talking right now. And they called me, the next day.
I never got a phone call. See, I
Me
just did
either.
mine through the app. I did Zen Business, and I
Okay,
I
just
think I
see,
did a legal Zoom.
yeah, I
Yeah,
just
I
did
went
it.
to legal too. Yeah.
Well, I did LegalZoom for my what the hell, for my trademark.
Mhm.
But,
What was the process said and done, Jeremy, like cost wise, if you don't mind indulging for people that are hesitant, like, because this is now you can track stuff and you can actually start to write stuff off, even backlog to an extent of what you can do.
Now you gotta
Well,
get
I had to
QuickBooks.
do some of that stuff for this year though too.
Well,
Because of
absolutely. I
how
mean, as much
I
as
had
you
to do
can.
that for this. I think it was. I want to say it was like $350 or $400 to actually do the LLC through LegalZoom with the one plan that we went with.
Right.
Then there was a $250 charge that you had to do because you had to get some. I don't want to say a lawyer, but you had to get someone appointed to you to.
Legit.
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah, like in case like there's like legal stuff that needs to be going over, they contact this person to go over the stuff. So I'm waiting for Nate to like just chime in here and jump on him like this.
That was funny.
Like, can't explain shit. So anyway, so there was another $250 charge for that, and then that was it.
Yeah, it
So
was
you
like
were
around
at
6 and change.
Yeah, like 657 somewhere. Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. See, Nate's registered agent service. Yes, that was the $250 charge.
Yeah, I can't remember. I think I paid like $150.
Let's see, LegalZoom they hit you for $250. Now I can change it. I can change it. But it was just so much easier to just do it right through them. Like I can cancel it and go with a different thing, a different agency or registered agent, but it was just the simplicity of it. We're there, like let's just get the shit done. So yeah, it's like $650, $700 out the door. So yeah,
Nathan probably pocketed like $500.
Yeah, probably.
With the snake prices, you can write that off for like the next 6 years, man. You're in the freaking red, so you're good.
Yep.
And that was like because we were getting me set up with QuickBooks. Well, through LegalZoom, there's a thing you can track your mileage stuff.
Yeah.
You can do your transaction, sales, receipts, all that stuff. Like you can, it's basically a QuickBooks on the LegalZoom website.
Okay.
It's it is kind of nice on how that's kind of all right there.
Yep.
So it was a scary thing for me to finally be like, all right, you know what, I've got to do it, but I'm glad it's done. Because now, like, I don't have anything in the back of my head, with the whole tax fiasco that was going on. With the whole tax fiasco that was going on there just the other week, like this just all puts my mind at ease. So we're good. I'm in a happy place. Everything's going good so far. So if anybody is thinking to do it, don't do it. Go do it.
Yeah.
It's just easier. Okay, Aaron says he files taxes Schedule C. A sole proprietor.
Yeah, I gotta find a new CPA.
You need a new one, huh?
Yeah, I need a new one. Fuck her.
I see. I found a new one. I went with Nate's guy.
She smoked like 5 cigarettes the whole time we were there.
Well, God, if you showed up wearing freaking face paint, she probably why.
And then the guy across from him, he's got the dog on the desk licking his face, and he's.
That's great.
Block?
Wait, where are you from again?
Where the hell was that? I don't know. They usually do well. I got bamboozled this year.
What do they charge you to get yours done?
Like $75.
Ah, that's good. That's nice.
Yeah.
Yes, LLCs. That's what I got.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. I don't think Pennsylvania requires you to make it an LLC. It's just kind of
Yeah, you can be an S corp.
What they do, it's just
incorporated or
Yeah, S Corp, LLC. You get a couple options.
sole
Or maybe it's
proprietor.
only just 2, 3.
But yeah, so that was my excitement for the week. Between that, the snakes, it's been a good and now stress-free week minus the moving shit today. I feel
Pockets
like
are hurting though.
not really.
Tomorrow.
Well, what's tomorrow?
You'll be hurting tomorrow.
Oh, dude, I'm already hurting now.
Sorry, oh. I
Yes,
thought
he
you
is.
asked if you were hurting.
Oh, dude,
Oh no.
your face is
Who
painted.
is
too.
that?
What the
He
world?
wanted to be like Daddy.
Woo! Go Eagles!
Dad, I have my chocolate sticks.
Your chocolate what?
Or chocolate sticks.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Very nice.
It had Nutella in it.
Nutella.
Ooh, Nutella, it's good stuff. Lincoln loves that. I don't.
I have one.
I don't want
Let's
one.
go ahead and run another channel sponsor here,
That's
and then
Chocolate.
Fumble!
you all right,
Sounds like I'm
John?
out.
You okay?
It's all right. The camera's not all right.
Dad always wants me to feed him.
All right. Channel sponsor.
Make sure you check out Nathan at Infinite Possible Pythons. He is your guy to go to if you want to get into the Bang project. On top of it, he's working a bunch of awesome ball python projects. Kahua geckos, Leachianus geckos, crested geckos, some scaleless corn snakes, and he is your one-stop shop for all your branding needs. So check him out. Check out Chris Shelley over at S Reptilia if you need a high-end ball python, blood python, locality boa, or colubrid. He's also Pennsylvania's distributor of Coco to Go and the Chipper, and he can also hook you up with some rats. So make sure you guys check out Chris over at S Reptilia.
All right. Where'd John go? Did Christine Alakazam him away?
No, doing a favor for me.
She's beating them.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do the show with both of you looking the exact same right there.
That's wild. Dedication there.
Dr. Evil and Mini Me.
Definitely.
So what do we want to get into tonight, guys? I literally, like I said, with moving stuff, my brain is fried. So I don't even know what to really dive into other than I don't even know. I almost had a. I was thinking almost
straightening up the whole basement today. Oh,
you're straightening up the basement.
oh yeah. Put a whole new 5-tier shelving and rearranged. Just getting cluttered, so I moved everything around.
Ah,
A little organization always makes you feel better.
This was Cam's jersey. This was Cam's.
No, it was Alora's.
It was Alora's? No, well, it was Cam's, then Alora's, and then yours.
Oh, wow.
Hand-me-downs.
First,
John, what'd you do to your display?
So Dad first.
Oh, I got Steve Winkler was selling 2 towers.
Oh.
Acrylic displays, the greens and all. Movable shelves, and they're black and green. That's what I did this morning, was run up and get those.
But you showed pictures in the chat there. You're doing something new with your displays, though. So, go over what you're doing to freshen things up a little bit.
Right, we're gonna do. I think we're all green right now. It's it's a sea of green. So I'm gonna break it up. I think with some white, some white in it. Still gonna have a green ring around the bottoms and all. And with those displays, the light comes down and then it makes a green iridescence glow around the bottom of them. I got Nathan had a spare piece of it's like holes in it. It's like for windows on the side of a bus and shit, so you can see out from. So
yeah, it's for So I know what you're talking about. The stuff that's on the back of my back window of my truck.
Yes, yeah. So it's that stuff, but it's white. So I'm gonna put that down and hopefully allow some of the light to come down and still make the bottom rings glow.
I don't know.
So,
Is he getting out?
What's up?
Is he getting out?
No, Winkler. He switched over to Bloods, and the displays weren't really practical for Bloods because they grow at such a rapid pace, and then pulling them in and out of them displays to hand them to people or whatever. It could be a rough transition, especially.
Gotcha. No, because I know he stopped doing the rats. I didn't know if he was
Yeah. No, so he's switching to like delis now for those. Is what he said, which is just an easier to buy it. Here you go. He's slowing down sugar a little bit.
Did you say why he's switching to Bloods?
No, he just liked the Bloods better. He did the balls for like 20 some years, and I guess he enjoys the Bloods a little bit more. So he shrunk down to just, I don't know, he's working a lot. So we shrunk down basically Bloods. I think he has a couple balls left, but I'm not even sure about that.
Sweet.
Marcel's got a good question.
Yeah.
How do you guys go about figuring out your pairings for the year?
Peace.
Oh,
I
wow.
mean,
See, that, we could dive deep onto this one. Like this in itself could be a whole freaking show. So let's go.
It all depends how your brain works with it. For us, I'm eccentric as shit. Like I literally just quick fire everything on my head.
Why do I still have?
I look at a snake, and I have 50 pairings for it, and I look at like that's just how I do it. But it took me years of experience to do that kind of shit. In the beginning, I would just kind of figure out what your favorite morphs are, right? Say you're a pie guy or a clown guy. Buy the genetics around that thing, and then go for a snake that basically you either haven't seen yet, post it, or maybe that's your end goal, something you just can't find. So you're breeding to go for that. Or if you see something, how can you make it better? Say you like a Pompeii, and you're like, oh, I got spotted red stripe yellow belly. I got a black pastel head clown girl over here, but she's blackhead in her. Now maybe you can add the element of blackhead into the Pompeii or do something a little bit different moving forward that you just haven't seen. Hopefully at this point, you hit lightning. Something comes out that just blows your mind. That's how I usually start with a base. So, like, take your girl and then think about what you like and just go, okay, we'll just say something simple. You got an orange dream female. We'll start looking through the orange dream stuff. Whatever catches your eye, go, can I make that? Can I buy a male to make that and make it better? And that's how I start with pairing shit. I always just look at something and go, how can I improve this genetic? How can I get somewhere that not many other people are doing or all that kind of shit? That's the way I can explain like how I breed for the future.
See, John, you somehow can keep track of all this crap in your head, and I don't know how in the hell you freaking do it, other than you're crazy in a good way. Like for me, this is like it's a plug for Husbandry Pro, but without Husbandry Pro, I would be lost. I'd either Husbandry Pro or I'd be writing it down on a piece of paper. But Husbandry Pro allows me to alter it, and plus I can then see if I goofed up and put one female 2 different places. Because what I'll do is I'll put in all my males that I've got, that are ready to rock and roll. And then I just kind of go through, look at the rack, and go down through this list of males. Be like, all right, well, that would be really cool stuff. That progresses this project, this direction. I need to get that gene into that recessive. And then I sit back once I go through that whole thing, and I reanalyze everything. Yep. And then after I reanalyze it, I'll walk away from it. And I'll stew on it for about a week.
When I had like 30 snakes, it was a lot easier because it was like direct, like, oh, I have this male for this female.
Oh yeah.
I have these 3 girls for this one male. As I grew, as the years went on, I would just start holding back the snakes because they were cool looking. Like, no matter what the genetics were, I started doing that snake's badass. I can make something really cool with her kind of mentality. So what happened though in the future, my brain is the kind of brain like I don't absorb shit I need to absorb, right? It's freaking like serious shit, but I'm really into snake stuff, so I really gain the knowledge of that, and it sticks in my head, and I literally have it all up here. But what happens is you get trapped inside my own head. I don't know if anybody else is like this. I look at a snake and I see 45 different ways to go with it, and that's mentally draining. So it's like, oh fuck, man, I can do this, and this, but this male I can do this, and this, and then now I have 4 girls in a rack. They're similar, right? It's a mahogany head clown, mahogany red strip head clown, and a mahogany red strip clown. I have 4 girls, so I could take her 4 different ways. Now I got to keep track. You said with Husbandry Pro and shit like this, paper, whatever you're gonna do. I'm taking this one a red strip. I'm taking this one a blackhead. I'm taking this one a black pastel, but I want to get ghost in there, so I'm going to do black pastel ghost. Double head. Oh, this one we better at pie because cinnamon or just say black pastel don't work great in pie for a clown combo. Fuck, I can't do that, so I got to cancel that off. That's how you get like really screwed up with the pairings. So you got to take your snakes, like I said, throw them all down on paper, like Jeremy said, from a Husbandry Pro, so you can look at them. Now start seeing what the compatibility is. You might love this combo, and you go, oh, fuck, they have Mojave on one side, I got Mojave on the other. I can't do that. Take a white snake, I'm going to cover everything I just did up. Oh, shit, Super Pastel doesn't really sell great in clown. Maybe I don't want to take this pastel, whatever, to clown when she's pastel head or something. So you'll have to erase stuff like that because if you make it, it's not really going to generally maybe sell well, and you're stuck with it. Right? Or you got to sell it, and somebody else gets all your power, and I'm famous for this. They could buy a snake at a discounted price, even though it's genetically more powerful than a snake with the less genetics because it's a mess up because of pastels in it, or super pastel, or
a bell.
or a bell. Yep, I learned a serious lesson 2 years ago. I did this ghost pairing with pie. I made these white damn snakes, dude. They could have had like 6-7 genes in them. And they were all 50% het clown. I ended up selling them things off for like $150 a piece.
Oh,
they could have had ghost pied. Could have been 100% het clown, but they were 66s, and it was like blackhead, black pastel, freaking Mojave. Yeah, they tested one. It's right. When testing came out, they tested it. It came back ghost pied. So somebody got the steal deal of the century back then. So it hit the mother load, but it went too far.
See, that's also another good point too. Like, with doing the list, you can go back and look for like, is there something that I didn't think about this gene being on both sides?
Yeah, that alone. Dude.
I literally maybe I'm a weird one, but I'm all but ready to start thinking and working my 26 pairings.
Yeah, no, it's
on
good.
Just because it gives me that time, it gives me that time to kind of tweak and not feel rushed because as I listen to you guys and some other people around, it connects wires and it's like, you know what, maybe I should actually switch gears and go this direction with that animal instead of where I was going with it. So it's nice. Like I called Nate up the other day, and I had
where's he at?
He's probably Nate's too good for us. Nate's probably worn out, man. I think Nate had a
check bounce. Jeremy didn't pay him enough to come on tonight.
He's probably doing stuff with the fam.
But I called him up because I had a question with my bang because I wanted to make sure because it went back to a conversation that John and I had about if you make and hit all say I go and hit bang heavy on 4 clutches. Am I prepared to hold back all of these freaking bangs? Because it's a reality. What are the odds of it happening? But if you're not prepared for it and you're not ready to accept it, it's likely it's going to happen.
Why do you have to hold them all back?
Well, I don't. For what they're going into, I can't release any of them.
What? Why couldn't you release them?
Because it puts someone exactly where I'm at.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I mean, I didn't. That's fine.
Yeah, because what it was I've already got the bang het clown going to the Exantic girl. She's she's gravid, and I have my pastel Exantic. She reabsorbed, but now she's building back up and rapidly.
Thanks.
So
I use this philosophy like Wormy's talking about. Just say Jeremy does this year. He does this TSK bangs, right? He hits them. 4 come out male, 2 female. He hits 6 of them. Holy shit! Fucking the fireworks go off. Now, John Degger, one of these guys that have TSK out the ass, hits Jeremy up. He goes, Jeremy, I just see you made a bang TSK. Jeremy goes, okay, I'll sell it to you for $10K. Cool, it's $10K, man. In the bank, freaking awesome today. But that guy has freaking 30 freaking TSK females. He could take that boy across in a year or 2. Jeremy's sitting on 3. Who's going to take the credit for making the TSK bangs at that point? Of course he is. Jeremy's going to be sitting there like, fuck, man, I just handed my entire future to this guy on one snake. I got one $10,000 payday, but that was it. Because now this guy can make fucking 70 of them. In the next season, Jeremy can make 10. You know what I mean? So who they're going to look at? They're going to be like, oh, well, this guy has it in leopard and blackhead and freaking blackhead, leopard, yellow belly. Jeremy's like, I got a leopard. I made a bang. Right? That's why.
And that's the harsh reality of it too. Like, you've got to be ready to sit on some of these. Like, now if I hit bang on some of the other stuff, yeah, I can let one or two bangs go this year, depending on what the odds hit. But like the stuff that's going into Exantic, I will not release it at all. Like,
you don't let go of it. Anything that can move somebody forward yet. 2
yes.
years, fine. Like I said, if you make a bang head clown, well, there's 5 of them out there, right? Bang head, whatever, bang head pied, bang yellow belly head pied, bang one gene this, one gene that. No different than us. I hit the pastel enchi lace, bang head pied. That's 4 fucking genes, man. Nobody probably has that genetics. I have 4 males, dude. Literally between me and Nate, there are 4 of them. So what do we have to do? I have to hold them all, man. Because as soon as I let that go, the lace freaking pies are already out of control with especially enchi gene and shit.
I think I might have room for one here.
Yeah.
I got room for one, Jeremy.
So like literally, they're up there right now. Just that genetic. Well, now you add the bang gene, which is probably on top of them genes. That's my future sitting right there. If I hand that out, just say I put it on Morph Market, $15,000. Jessica Bolka comes down and be like, it's time to get into bang. He just takes that bitch. He's like, I got bang pie clown Exanthix fucking 4 gene combo females and shit. Boop, pops it in. It's over, dude. Like no one's ever gonna remember Triforce had that shit. It's like you're selling your soul to the devil when you let a project like that go before you do something with it.
Yeah, I could definitely understand something like that, but I definitely, I mean, to an extent, like you said, some stuff you're gonna have to let go.
You gotta let go, but you don't want to be putting out these crazy combos nobody got because it's in the exact same playing field. Jeremy might be the first guy really doing TSK bang shit. I don't know what they're doing over there in Europe, and I don't know what Epidurus Dungeon's doing. He might be doing it, but it's 2 guys versus 5 guys doing it. Huge.
One guy with 30 girls.
Yep. It's like right now, this whole collection, right? I got 120 breeders. I got a couple bang breeder males. If I was whatever to ruin a project, I would just go, you know what? I'm going to sit everything this year. I'm going to plan this thing out where this thing's breed 10 girls.
Bang the collection.
And the whole collection now at this point, 20-25 snakes are bang oriented. I'm just like, fuck everybody, dude. Jeremy's over there doing his thing. Chris, you're over there doing your thing. Nathan's doing his thing. And I'm just like, fuck everybody. I'm putting them at half price because I'm going to hit the bang shit hard this year. I might make 150 snakes that are bang. I catch in today, but it fucks everybody else in the project. It literally, like I said, it takes me nowhere next year because I ruined the project for myself. I destroyed everybody. And then I put a big shit stain on myself for the hobby. I'm moving forward. Like, you're going to have people like, hey, John sold that bang. Keep it. And you're going to go, what a freaking jerk. I hate that guy. Like, he just destroyed the freaking bang market. Like, I just spent 10 grand on this shit last year, and this asshole's out here selling it for $2 grand.
That's literally the hardest thing I feel like, and one of the scariest things too, because let's face it, I don't know about you guys, but that bang is the most expensive animal I have in the collection right now. And
I want to see it all, buddy. Like I said, I'm doing probably 4 bang pairings this year, and I only think 2 are going to go. I got everything you do with bang moving forward, especially in a collection like mine, is all new. World's first, never seen before, right? What I would love to see that. Oh my God, would I ever? And me and Nate talk about this all the time, and he's the same way. Nate's got shit in his racks that the world has never seen. Do it because, like I said, what happens is the world just fills up with holdbacks. Cool, we got to see them. But do we really want to freaking sit on these snakes for 4 years, 5 years before a project's built?
Yeah.
No. Like at that point, because like you got 38 males you can't even breed because they're not as good as this male or all kinds of shit. It's the harsh reality of a new project. And I didn't know anything about this until I got into this shit. And when I got into this shit, my eyes were like, oh my God, this sucks. But it's awesome. But this sucks.
It's definitely a double-edged sword. Like, 2 sides of the story for it.
Everybody's like, dude, I wish I was in your situation. I don't know, man.
Hear you.
Sometimes I sit there and really think
A lot of
about it.
fucking holdbacks.
You
Well,
really
that's
prepared to
exactly.
do 5 snakes in a row? They're all the same thing. You
A
can
lot.
only do one of them.
A lot of males, yeah.
Even
But
if
here's
it
the
is,
other
right?
thing, like for me, a lot of the, like John was saying, a lot of the stuff that I'm looking to make, it's world's first, or it's gonna be the only shit out there. Like I've got a shot at Batman bangs,
Yep.
GHI Mojave bang clowns, like just a bunch of different bang combos that I don't think have been made yet.
Yep. I say in like
Now,
5-6 years.
do I hit them? Maybe, but
5-6 years, cool, man. Freaking, I'm bang oriented. Freaking clutch is killing it. Freaking blah blah blah. Now bang's out there and people are making it. I can release some more of this stuff and like whatever. And I'm sitting on freaking the top of the mountain going, yeah, motherfuckers, hey, do you want bang? Come see me, right? Like, but that's 5 years from now. This right now, it's like, bro, let me see that snake you just made. And I'll show it to them. They're like, oh, that thing's sick. When's it for sale? It's not. Well, you got 3 of them. I know. I mean, like. Well,
as John cries and says,
Greedy.
But like, I'll give you 10K for it. I'm like, I know. Like, it's nothing like,
I know.
right? Like, not that like I got money situations this year with work and stuff. I used to have another contract being a painter, and like I said, that's why this year was all messed up. And I went to work with Nate and whatever. Long story short, didn't have that much money, and you have these snakes and freaking racks, and like I said, regardless of what they're worth or whatever, $5 grand, 10 grand, 2 grand. I have to look down at this stuff, but the dedication of this ball python thing, I had to stick to what I like, my guns, because I knew if I did it, I wrecked everybody's future. And I have that kind of power right now. That's scary power for a project, right? Because there's a lot of guys. There's a lot of guys that are dependent on this product. No different than you, Jeremy. You paid X amount for the one.
Neat.
Chris, same thing. Sorrentino's got 12 grand worth of bang sitting in his racks. If I would have did that this year, I would have ruined friendships. I would have ruined you guys, like everything. Like you guys would be like, John, like not even if I
the
was
whole
top
house
tier
of cards
money,
can fall quick.
but it would have been top tier money. Even if I sold them at the top realm, it wouldn't even matter because more people now locally have them. More people nationally have them, which now puts you guys in different situations to now boost your production, which we don't do yet. Like I said, you want to take your time with this thing if you can. I love that freaking Bang Gene's taking his time right now, the economy, everything. It was a perfect remedy for this storm. So, as I said, we're just talking about a new genetic, but any genetics like this, man, if you sell, and I'm guilty of this too, if you sell your top tier shit, it puts the next person right there coming in right next to you.
Yeah.
It took you 10 years to do this. I'm famous for this. I took 10 years to make this snake. Oh, here you go, $300. Son of a bitch, man. That's 10 years of work. Right? And they're just like, I don't know what's so hard about this snake breeding. Chuck John just told me an 18 fucking double head. Son of a bitch. Right? They kind of cocky and an arrogance, like, oh, I don't know why everybody's bitching, and that's what the market's doing right now. A lot of guys are cutting off their nose to spite their face. And you just gotta be careful. You don't want to be that guy. Like I said, there's a lot of drama in this fucking game. There's a lot more behind the scenes than just making cool ass snakes, right? You gotta. There's an order of doing this shit where you're not the super asshole, and you just gotta be careful with certain things, especially with relations.
I just think people got to keep the value up and stop nosediving projects. You know.
Well,
yes,
it's hard to say. It's hard to say about nosediving projects because certain things. And here's the other flip coin to that. There's a lot of stuff that people still think's worth money today, and it's just not.
Yeah. Agreed.
A lot.
I agree
like a lot. And people are like, well, it should be this. And then you look at them like, bro, look at Morph Market. There's 83 of them listed.
It should be, but it isn't. Get over it. Like, you got to move on.
So you have like that perfect, well, it's not perfect balance. We have that fucking uneven balance of people here think shit's worth way so much. And then you got other coin because now these people think worth way so much. You got the people that think shit's worth way too little. So it's a very hard balance of actually what actually has worth, right? The market dictates value. The thing is today, it's coming out at such a fast rate because a lot of people are dumping because they're scared of this. So now the value goes like this down. Wait till next year, guys. Like when people aren't crazy jumping off the ladders, the price is going to creep back up because you can't find them. Supply and demand is a real thing.
So Jason's got a good question here. He says, "But what's the goal? All agree to release everything at once, so everyone crashes it at the same time." So it's not that it's releasing it all at once to crash at the same time, Jason. It's more like everybody's trickling it out very, very slowly. One, because everything that we're all making, it's uncharted territory. We're still there's a lot like Nathan's a better person to talk on this than what I am. And John's even the better person to talk about than what I am.
The gene's only a couple years old, right? And we're still seeing it do shit that we don't understand. So how can you stand behind something and really release it to its fullest extent?
Right. So here's the reality of his question. Okay. Snakes, like I said, a lot of people get into snakes and they think like, oh yeah, we're just gonna slap snakes together and they breed and it's over and you make babies. This shit takes time. Like when you get into this, like you're like your hair's on fire, you can't wait to make a clutch, and dude, that feels like I'm telling you right now, your first year is gonna feel like 5. Your second year is gonna feel like 3, and then it goes, and once you get past like year 2, 3, 4, now it goes the other way. Now this shit's going so fast, you're like, I can't concentrate. We're in breeding season already, and dude, I'm not ready to breed. Like, and that's the reality of this business. But the thing is with the bang gene, there's only a certain handful of people in the world right now with it. Just say there's 20 tops.
What's up, Raphael?
So it's easy to, like I said, we have forums on this stuff. We have Discords and shit. So we pretty much know who has the bang in the world right now, because the way it came in and how it was distributed, it's not like just bang fell into people's collections. It was actually a legit animal. There's a story behind it. And when the world finally feels what bang is, the story will be released. And like I said, Nathan's going to be the forefront of a lot of that, because Nathan right now in the world has the most bang there is. He took over. Sterling Nelson was the original guy to bang. He retired, and Nathan took over into this bang. Whatever. Took what do you call that? The top of something, like the ambassador.
Took over the project.
Yeah.
Top of the pyramid.
Yep.
He's the bang guy.
That's why he's the bang guy.
Pyramid scheme.
So remember, like I said, this shit takes years to make, and there's nobody really in a project that's really like scary. Like people have respect for this gene. Like even me, doing 3-4 pairings. Nobody's taken it across 30 snakes that we know of. Now somebody could do that, but guess what? It's such a small knit. The guy that does that is going to get like fuck off. Like get out of here.
Yeah, you basically are gonna shoot yourself in the foot real quick if you do.
Yeah, the gene's way
got like
too
4 pairings, and I think they're gonna go.
And don't get me wrong, he still might sell his snakes. Nobody's gonna give a fuck, man. Maybe he's the cheapest, whatever. But as soon as he's out of snakes, it's over for that guy.
Yep.
And it happens quick, man, when something's supply. You think you got something, you think you got a lot until you sell them, and all of a sudden you look up and go, I ain't got shit. Holy fuck, where'd they all go? I sold them all. They're gone. You can't produce whatever, get whatever out of a rock, right? As soon as you're at rock bottom with it, you can't keep producing out of it. It's done. And then he can be like, well, I'll have more bangs next year. Well, that's a whole another year.
Yeah, he's making the same shit he made the previous year.
He'll be making the same shit. Maybe he got a couple different females. Big freaking deal. But if he's the guy that sold all of his bangs fast, he didn't hold nothing back, more than likely, because he was about the money, which means he can't advance shit. He can't make a super bangs. He can't make a super bang recesses, because that's where it's all going to go, right? We're not just worried about making a bang head clown here. We're talking trying to make Krypton, Ultramel, Hypo, freaking whatever. With
super bad.
But the only way you can get there is when you hold back the good shit. If you don't hold back the good shit, and this goes for all breeding snakes, of everything, when you sell all your good shit, you're pretty much left with shit, because to go back in and buy it, good fucking luck, because 90% of the stuff you're going to be shooting to make, you can't just buy anyway, right? Nope. If you're breeding correctly. If you're not breeding correctly, now you're making the easy bake oven cookie cutter shit. You're not really going to go really far doing that either, because everybody else got it. So what's the big deal? There is none.
And that's the other thing, though, too, with Bang being such a new project and so few people in it, you can't just go out and buy it. Yeah, there's a couple pieces out there.
Right.
You can't just, like, you're not going to get far with what's there. You've got, like, that's why there's not a whole lot being released, because everybody that's in it has the right mindset of, I've got to hold this back, plug these other genes into that animal, make those combos, hold those all back, like, and then, you know.
I don't know about you guys. Something new like Bang, I like it in basic form, personally, because now I get to see what it does into a blackhead yellow belly or into an orange dream yellow belly, I can go, okay, there was nothing left on this bang side, so it can only be this. Now, don't get me wrong. In the future, people are going to want genetics. They're going to want this, and like I said, bang will be more mainstream 3, 4, 5 years from now because the combos will be re-released. The guy, like I said, Jeremy, you got a bang. We might take it into a couple things. You can release some. I'm going to release some. Nathan's going to release some. So they're going to get out there, and it's going to progress as it goes, right? So the 5 new guys got bang, and they're like, oh, dude, I got this freaking Sable, blah, blah, blah. But like, oh, fuck, man, we haven't seen Sable Gene yet.
Yep.
So he'll make 5 of them, right? And he'll sell 3 of those off. And then the next guy is Sable, and he puts in Yellow Belly Fire. Cool, man. Nobody's seen Yellow Belly Fire yet. And that's, you're hoping it just keeps going on. Like Orange Dream, once upon a time, was a $50,000 snake.
Mhm.
Black Pastel was a $40,000 snake. All these snake genetics were the top of the tier once upon a time till time went on. The more people keeps getting them, it becomes a common gene. Then you have tiers of genes of really hot, acid, right? Still a little bit up there. But that's a gene that's been around for a decade. Believe it or not. People are like, oh, acid's new. No, dude, it ain't new. It's 10 years. The acid was getting whatever. When I got into this, a couple of years in, I was like, oh, fuck, look at that gene, dude. It was $20,000, $30,000. So they all start, and then it goes. But you get an acid clown pied, that's still $20,000 snake. Why?
Yeah.
It took that long to fucking make it. And that's where we want to be with the bang gene, right? When people are getting into bang, genetics, whatever, I want to have this, and that. Why? I've been doing it for fucking 10 years. Why people are just getting it 10 years later? I should be there. The different why Kabulk is where he is, and why Woolbank's where all these guys in the system. But you're not just going to come in and be like, bang, literally, I'm going to be the bang daddy now. Fuck Nathan, I'm bang daddy. It's not going to happen. Nathan's been doing it for 5 years, right?
Bang
Like,
grandpa.
Ain't nobody put Bang Daddy in the corner.
You can't catch what the man's been doing for 5 years already by the time he releases this snake with a fucking single gene head. And if you can, oh, fucking God bless you.
The odds gods have shined upon you.
They shine upon you, and your freaking female must have been worth 30,000. So, God damn, dude, you killing it.
See, I think that also goes down to working a project properly.
Yeah.
If you work the project properly and you get in it early enough, you do. There's Chris with the freaking Baghdaddies. Like you do get to reap a little bit of the reward for what you put into it.
I've been guilty of the other too, man. I've released. I'm a big clown ghost guy, and when I got into this, man, my hair was on fire. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna make clown pies, and I made this double head. Well, the reality of it was I had the double heads and I had visual heads, but guess what, man? The gods hated me. So basically, I made 3 of them in 4 years. I made over 200 visual heads, double heads, and all kinds of shit. It shit all over me. Well, the snakes I sold, right, double heads, whatever, I had guys 2-3 years before I even made my first one going, John, look what I made. Oh, yes, that son of a bitch. It was all my snakes, babies. A baby, I had adults, and they were making the shit with babies a couple years later. Way beyond where I was because genetics lined up and did well for them. So I'm guilty of watching projects of only snakes I had, giving them to somebody else, and them smoking me, dude, just because of odds, timelines, all kinds of shit. I'm just looking in, going,
Girls don't go.
fuck, dude, like
Duds.
Yeah.
high five, but God, dude, you just literally pissed in my Cheerios, man. Like I just wasted 5 years, and you hit 5 of them in one clutch. I didn't make 5 of them in 5 years. I've watched it happen, and it could happen. Like I said, the sun comes out for some people, but the bang gene, my lessons have been learned. It's a scary thing, but it's a great thing.
Yes,
it's frustrating and it is as fun as it is.
the gift is a curse all at the same time.
Yeah, I wish I would have hit females this year.
Yeah, right. Chris Brett,
I hit 2 males.
He had 2 males. I did the same thing. I got X amount of snakes. 80% of them.
Oh.
80%, dude. If it was 80% the other way, I'd be doing Chris's freaking.
Look at that.
Right, like, yeah.
Look at that. Look at that. Are you serious? Get your head in there.
Oh wow.
Did you see that shit?
Yeah.
Was that a
What
month?
is the fuck is
Someone's
going on
hungry.
over here? And his
You
bloodhead
see them
pops
damn
out.
Things?
Yo,
Feed
that
them.
thing is like 3 foot long and can eat XL rats, and he's trying to squeeze out the side of that thing. What
Damn,
in the
dude, he just bent
world?
the shit out of your tub.
My lord.
My man's freaking rack is gapped. He's got
Is that a blood?
Yeah. I don't have my secret little proper rubber. I'll be back.
something going underneath that band. Bloop.
That's fun. But see, you know what? This is why I'm also kind of enjoying doing other species at the same time, because the balls you get into what I consider the headache of breeding. But like the other species, it's just fun with the other stuff where you're not worrying about hitting combos. You just want to make pretty shit and
Some species you just want to be able to get them to breed.
Yeah, there's that.
You know
too.
what I mean? You ain't worried about what you hit as long as you hit an animal that comes out and slithers and no kinks and eyes.
The one thing about breeding snakes in general, just stay dedicated, man. Because like I said, you can breed till you're freaking blue in the face, and you might not hit that goddamn thing you're after. But you could breed and like hit that beginner luck and like, I hit everything. I don't know what's so hard about this. So wait till year 2, buddy.
Next year.
Do it again.
I breed for me, and I breed what I like.
The shit's coming, bro. The freaking the ups and downs of breeding is so coming for you. You just don't know what it's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's
it's not. Is it going to happen? It's when.
It's when.
Like it's an eventuality. Like you're not going to escape it. You will have heartaches doing this. Like there's no way around it.
Oh yeah, you look at that ultrasound. You're like, oh, 35 millimeters. This girl's going, man. This is clutch of the year. Next thing you know, you check her the next month and it's down to 12. You're like, hold on. I never seen anything freaking go backwards at 35 till today.
Well, either that or she goes the whole full term and you get nothing but fucking slugs.
Oh, then then you look in the mirror and like it depends who you are. You're either punching yourself in the face or you're blaming somebody else. Be the person to punch yourself in the face because 99% of the time it is your fault. Now we got to talk about how we fix it.
But even I'd say even 99% of the time on the other side of it, it's not your fault because it's Mother Nature. You can do everything fucking right from the beginning.
We're talking about one club for sure. But if we talking about like 5, 6 in a row, which is the case for some people, now we got to talk about what's the matter with the room.
It's a collection issue then.
It's the temperature. It's a husbandry time of year, and feeding these things is 80% of what breeding is. The other whatever of what breeding is basically, like I said, your head. Your head is everything. What are you going for? Whatever. But you need the elements of whatever, Mother Nature, temperature, enough food in them, the male's ready, the female's ready, and you get that shit ironed out. Now you can start talking about the head. Like, what am I going to pair? Because if you have snakes, dude, you can waste them. You just straight up. I don't give a shit the most successful breed in the world. You take X to X, you wasted them girls in a year if it's something that you're not gonna keep, not gonna. It doesn't really have value. Like I see so many people doing pairings, but like they just pair them because they got them. Like, oh, I have this bumblebee. I'm gonna pair it to my lesser. Why? Why? You're literally adding more bird food into the world. Like whatever. You're not going to sell them for any kind of value. But I'm practicing. Okay, great. Practice away, but don't expect to do something like go run out, and make stickers, and make freaking whatever. Because, like I said, you're gonna have a hard time selling those kind of things. If you're going to do it, try to do it right. Like, I'm not saying you have to go out and buy $5,000 to break, but definitely don't be taking $5 snakes to $5 snakes because guess what, guys? $5 snakes are coming. So,
what's up, Patrick?
It all depends, whatever. Unless you're prepared to keep all of them.
Yeah, for sure.
That's also comes down to the whole: do you have the right mindset to take things to a certain level? Not everybody wants to be in our shoes. Not everybody wants to be in Kabilka's shoes. I know I shit don't want to be in Kabilka's shoes. I mean, I just don't want that headache.
You know what
I do enjoy our shoes though.
You know what I think the most of what new people do, like I said, we're talking about like coming in and becoming a new breeder. The most I see is they buy it because of price lines, right? But they're willing to drop. Just say somebody comes in with 10K, and they're like, I got 10K. But I will watch them spread it across freaking $120 snakes.
Yep.
And that's definitely not the way to do this, because like I said, you're way better off beneficial buying 3 or 4 really good ones, whatever, a couple $100, whatever your price point might be, than buying 10 freaking $100 ones. The reason being, the top end is better. So if you even get heads attached, or you get this, at least you have that, oh my God, I can make a clown in this clutch. Oh my God, I can make a pied. Oh my God, I can do this. Without some of that stuff, you really can't get there, right? So it's anticlimactic, right? You're like, oh, happy, but you really didn't get anywhere, and you did invest this money. So now your journey is even longer.
Yep.
Because you're going to get it eventually, and you're going to take all them snakes you bought, they're all going to be for sale. As soon as that happens, it kind of takes the freaking the fun out of this shit, because now you're scrambling to try to get your investment back, and 99% of the time you don't, and that's where the grind comes from, because a lot of people, I mean, anybody don't like losing money, right? They don't like being like, oh fuck, I just lost $5,000. It's like driving a new car off the lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, Jason makes an interesting point here. People move banana, spider, and bells all day long at shows. Those things do sell at shows, yes, but
they do. But is that the
I will
top?
tell you this much from someone that does make a banana clutch or two solely for just resale.
Yeah.
Like, I don't normally plan on holding many banana stuff back. I do have one that I held back. I've still got, I think, 2 sitting here in the rack that haven't moved, and they've been to several shows.
It comes down to what's your long-term focus.
Well, that's the thing too. Like, if you're just solely striving to make simple banana, spider, and the bell stuff,
it's
doable. It's doable, but you're not going to. You're not
going to advance yourself far by making stuff that's over and over and over made.
Yes.
And I'm not, like I said, byproduct comes out and everything. Like, I could do them exactly what he said: banana, spiders, bells. I don't have any spiders left, but let's just say banana and bells, right? The byproduct of a clutch can be that. Your byproduct is usually your sales stuff, because the top end shit you're trying to hold back for your own future, regardless of what the worth is. Like I said, it could be $10,000 or $100. If you like that snake, you're holding it back.
Yeah.
So the thing is, like I said, the byproduct, you don't want, if that's the top tier of your breeding plan, to make a banana spider or a bell, you can get by, you can do some shit, but it's going to get boring really fast after a couple years of doing that kind of shit. And then you're going to be like, now what? So now you're making the same shit over and over. Like, where are you going with this? People stop. If we know bells are what, 2 years ago, $300-400, Chris?
Yep.
Yeah.
I said you can probably get a
225.
bell
It's like
for
$250, $300 for a male, $400
$250.
plus for a
What can
girl.
you buy a bell for today? I know I've been selling them for $75 males, $100 females.
Really?
Oh yeah, all day. I've been doing it for
I
years.
still see them up in at least over 100.
And you can be that guy, but again, like you said, you walk into a show, you have 9 display Triforce, and you got a guy with three displays. Triforce freaking byproduct, right? One man's trash, another man's treasure. I need this shit out of my racks to put the other snakes in, so I can get liberty to sell $75, $100. Why?
I could see that with Iries and like Super Fires.
The diamond dozen. It's a dime a dozen snake to me at this point. I mean, it's not like I'm blowing out all that shit.
The
other
blue
guy
eye
now
Lucy's. The
The
blue
other
eye
guy
Lucy's old.
Well, fucking Triforce just sold fucking 7 snakes, and I sold none today. Why? That was the top of your table. That was the bottom of mine. Now, guess what? That's fine. But now the reality is, I have room to move on that kind of shit, right?
Yeah.
If you're doing higher end, you can sit there and set your market of what you got, or not even higher end genetics that you just don't see every day. So when I walk over to the table and I'm looking for a specific thing, and you're the only game in town, guess what? I got to buy it from you if I'm looking for that genetic. So now you can be like, bro, I need 500 for this. Like, oh God, you take 350. No, it's the only one here. Fuck, man, here's my 500. God damn it! All right, got my snake right. But if he has 6 bells on the table and they're all on a freaking ARS display across from each other, and then you look across the table and there's 6 bells sitting there, and then this guy, and then freaking I got 4 of them, and Chris Shelley got 3 of them, and freaking Sorrentino got 3. Now it's a race to the bottom, right? Who is the lowest priced one? Whose looks prettier? Whose display looks better? Oh, I like his sticker better, because that's what it's coming down to at that point, right?
Who's awake?
But if you got you got something that nobody got, just like I have a lot of blackhead shit that it looks very different than a lot of people. If you're in the market for blackhead, I'm drawing you to my table like a cattle chute, because you'll go through the show, but like, dude, I never seen nothing like this.
Yeah.
Right? Because But my pride and my whatever of learning how to breed and breeding whatever has
What's up,
taught me how
Carissa?
to make these snakes. Basically because of just time invested, seeing them come out, and I'm going, that's a fucking cool snake. Dude, I never seen no shit like that. So basically, if I'm getting that excited, somebody else is probably going to be that excited about it too.
Plus, I want to add too,
Sure.
like there's things where you can move on
Nice.
stuff like
Nice,
that because
Pat.
you got the inventory. You know what I mean? A lot of people are there with like 20 snakes, and that's all they got.
A new person doesn't care about the 16 names on a freaking band, a blackhead, blah, 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 a clown pie. But they're just looking at it like, oh, I like the silly names. It's a cool snake. But your breeders, your up-and-coming people, most people that start out buying just a cool snake, do some research. I always say breeder's born. I always have new people come to the table. I'm like, oh, that snake's killer. And I saw him a snake. So then they hit me up and ask me questions. Then they're like, well, I was watching YouTube. I seen this snake, dude. And what do I have to buy that snake? Because now a breeder is born. Because now they want to know, how do you make stuff? So when people are treating people like, oh, that's just a pet person. That's just a pet person. The pet person is your next up and coming breeder. 9 out of 10 times, especially if they're buying exotic looking snakes. They're buying a snake for $400 instead of $25. They have whatever in them to want to explore. That's what happened to me. I freaking walked into shows. I didn't even like ball pythons. I didn't like snakes. But I'm looking at these things going, look at the fucking colors. Look at the freaking colors of this shit. I never seen no shit like this. I'm used to brown snakes in my backyard, right?
Big brown snake.
I discovered
The
Brian
Big Brown
Bart's
Snake
channel, right?
King.
Snake Bites TV. That's how long I go back when he was doing that shit with Chewy and all. Like, and the show was entertaining. It was funny. Chewy's sitting there
That's
taking
hilarious.
bites. Next thing you know, I'm sucked in. And next thing you know, one snake turned to 2 snakes, turned to 3 snakes, turned to 40 snakes. I meet Sorrentino. I meet Shelly. Why? Because these guys are at the shows doing that, looking down, like, look at these cool snakes these guys got. They got the bug too.
I blame Shelly and Jeff.
Wow.
Shelly, and he's like, well, I got these snakes too. And I'm like, holy fuck, what is that snake? And he's like, oh, this or whatever. I'm like, I never even seen one of them before. And it just takes you down a wormhole. And next thing you know, I'm sitting here with fucking 500, 600 snakes at a given time. The only thing that kept me at 500, 600 was the grind, though, dude. I've cried as much as I celebrate doing this. So, 100%.
Jason's got another comment here. He says, LOL, they were 150 to 200 at the show today, but I think one table had anything over 500. Interesting problem, though, since those vendors wouldn't get into a Tinley for 5+ years, so why produce better? But
it's not.
They were probably females.
It's not about. That's. I don't know. I don't know how to answer this. If you're taking your whatever that you can only sell at a certain show on the production of what you want to make, not to be like whatever. To me, that's already failing, because that's basically like you're projecting like you're going to sell something somewhere that you've never been, for whatever reason. I don't know why you would even have that. There's a morph market. You got to build your name. Yes, I don't think people should be out there freaking whatever without trying to build their name, doing their social media, talking in forums like this, groups and whatever. But the snakes being made should be what you want to make, not because what people are going to buy. People will buy. People will come if it's cool, if it's freaking talked about. Now, I'm not sitting there saying like every genetic's going to be talked about and whatever, and you might be on a different road and you got these guys doing some weird shit out there. That's freaking awesome, dude. It's not even talked about yet, but it might be, right? Yeah. It's not really whatever today, but guess what, dude? I watched Red Stripe go down to $10, and I watched Red Stripe shoot up to thousands when introduced to the clown. And who did that? Justin.
Pompey, yep.
Because he grinded, dude. He took genes that were dead. Yep. And literally put them out on a YouTube platform. He goes, here they are, guys. Just look at them. And now you make your freaking judgment on it.
Dude, I remember when the price of Red Stripe Heck Clowns went.
In 14. I remember in 14 when a Red Stripe Heck Clown was like $75.
Yeah, for sure.
In 2014. And then, like you said, when Justin put that video out, it was like, oh, let me look at some red stripes. And it was like, you can't find them.
There was 100. I'll never forget this day. There was 154 of them online. That Pompeii video dropped. Red stripes. They went down to 4. Do you know the 4 remaining? They weren't red stripe. They sold out in 2 days on Morph Market. 2 hours. Or 2 hours. That's what it was. On Morph Market, it was 2 hours. Went from 154 to 0.
That's fucking nuts.
It was nuts. It was more like 8 hours, but they were sold out. People were trickling them out. And I'm like, and you want to know the kicker? I had 5 red stripe female breeders, and I sold them the year before for fucking $75 to $100 a piece. 3 of them were head clown. And I literally looked at Christina. I went, "Oh, this is our fucking life." What I mean, the crying of this shit versus the happiness. That was a cry day. I probably cost myself an easy because I had black pastel yellow bellies. I had this. I had everything to make red stripe or Pompeii. I just finally made it last year. This is going back 4 or 5 years ago. I looked at her and I was like, we just literally flushed probably fucking 50K, 100K down the toilet, if not way more. And I did. It was probably way more than that because the production would have made 5 years ago. Plus kept making
building
the holdbacks. It probably cost me at the end of the day $250,000 for selling snakes prematurely because I didn't follow my gut. I followed what the people were talking about. Oh, red stripe's dead. It's this gene does nothing. Yada yada. And I learned that day, stop listening to all the bullshit, man.
Don't listen to the hype.
Eugene's did that. Desert Ghost was, cheap, and then
cool snakes are cool snakes, and that's all there's to it, man. If you think it's cool, 99% of the time, somebody else don't think it's fucking cool too.
Definitely.
Let me run the last sponsor out here quick, and we'll get back onto this topic. Hold on, guys.
Head on over to Triforce Morphs if you're looking for that missing piece in your ball python breeding project. While you're there, add a little bit of laser citron to the mix, folks. John and Christine can also hook you up with the crested gecko, so don't forget that. Turn up the heat with Triforce Morphs. If you want to use the best reptile record keeping and tracking software on the market today, scan the QR code or click our partnership link in the description down below for a free 30-day trial of Husbandry Pro. I promise you will not regret it.
The other thing, too, I want to touch base on with Jason's comment there, I'll put it back up there for everybody to see, is one, the time of year that we're in. A lot of people's high-dollar snakes are all gone. That might be what most people only have left. I know I don't have anything available that's above. God, I don't know if I can. I can hit $500 at this point. I think
I do.
My top right now.
We're talking about that, Jeremy. I just had a guy ask me for a clown breeder female. I sold literally 20 of them this year with one genetic in them, whatever. Hit me up for one, and I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh fuck, I don't got any left. Went on Morph Market. I said, go on Morph Market. I checked not only 3 months ago. There was 100. Over 100 breeder clown females for under $400. They were ranging from $250. I pieced them up for $150, $400, right? I told him to go on there. Bro, he hit the freaking search engine, fucking search for females. There's only a couple left in her pastel because, people don't really want the pastel, whatever. They're 400 plus. Why? We're in breeding season. The fucking sky fell a couple months ago. Now everybody ran out and bought them all because it's breeding season. People are trying to get their last whatever.
Yep.
You look again, 4 months for breeding season next year, you're going to see it again. There is a time to buy, depending on genetics you want to do. That's a whole nother episode you can do. But like I said, this is no different than like the commercial you just showed, right? With our snakes. I was told when we shot for that gray matter at the end of that commercial, I was saying, you're fucking nuts. Champagne sucks. Champagne's one of the worst genes. It does nothing. It's muted. All this shit. I got beat to death for having champagne in my collection. And I'm the second guy in the world to make the matters at the time. We put that in, and what a matter is a black pastel cinnamon champagne or super cinnamon. So we do 8-ball matters and gray matters or the super cinnamon version. When that snake came out with the white and the fucking gray, the world went crazy about 6-7 years ago. I couldn't keep them in stock, dude. People were freaking calling me from all kinds of other states. And that's how kind of we started building our name upon. Because we were known to have the gray matters. And that's what I mean.
Gray matter, daddy.
Yeah, lightning is strike in a bottle. You don't know what snake it's going to be. Because to tell you the God's honest truth, like I said, it's champagne. It's the least likely snake that was going to take us somewhere. But at the time, it was the best thing that ever happened to us. And the snakes speak for themselves.
And he argued with me.
And that was Christine's idea, dude. I did argue with her. I'm like, you want to take a fucking snake that's black. And you want to put a fucking champagne muted that's brown. We're going to turn these things like fucking tan. And they're going to be the ugliest goddamn 8-balls ever. I'm like, when they popped out, because there was no pictures of gray matter at the time. They popped out all white with the blotches on them and shit. I almost passed the fuck out. I was like, what did we make? Next thing you know, George T., who was the original gray matter, Bruce T., my fault. The original gray matter maker released this gray matter. He had him in the rack. But he released the picture, and I went, oh my God, this is a fucking thing. This wasn't an accident. And we wrote gray matter shit for years. And I still get asked about it to this day. Where's your matters? Where's your supers? Because I had the supers that all ring out. Well, it's basically like a thing we're known for. Everybody getting into this can be known for shit like that. And it was an accident. It was a happy accident. It wasn't really an accident because Christine said to do it, but we had no idea what was going to happen.
The other part of this I want to touch on too is the interesting problem, though, since those vendors wouldn't get into Tinley for 5+ years, so why produce better? I think the bigger question is why wouldn't you want to produce better? You should always want to be making stuff that progresses your projects further. And,
And again, if anybody's getting into Tinley, you're not bringing that kind of shit. I mean, I'm sure it's there. Don't get me wrong, but it's not. They're not opening doors for the bell guy.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm the bell guy. You're like, oh, dude, we got freaking 700.
We got a banana guy over there.
And Tinley thing, the myth is 5+ years. It could be infinity. You may never, ever get into Tinley, right? Depends.
It's true, yeah.
It's like everybody goes, oh, 5+. Hamburg was the same way. You ain't getting into Hamburg for 5+ years. She moved buildings when I can get into Hamburg. Tinley is a whole nother animal, man. Like,
Tinley's the NFL of the snake world. Like, that's the Super Bowl, in my opinion.
Like I said, I'm over here I've made Pompeii's. I've made Pompeii. I made some crazy shit. I don't think I'm worthy for Tinley. Truth be told, because of the expense to go out there, right? You're talking $5,000 plus to get my animals out there. Well, now I need to make $5,000, which if I put them on Morph Market, it's $5,000 less I have that I could have put back into this collection, the 70 thermostats and whatever. I have to literally sell my best of the best shit just to make it out to a Tinley show. I'd rather just go and go, what's up, everybody? Like, you want me to bring a couple snakes? I'll bring snakes. Basically, now that pays for the trip. I don't have to worry about the whatever. Chris knows better than anybody. Chris been to Tinley, man. He knows how expensive it is. Fucking tables are freaking poof. You got to pay for electric.
Depends.
You got to pay for travel, safety of the animals. It's a lot that goes into something like that from a PA.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you can do it a certain way so that it doesn't cost you an arm and a leg. You can drive there. That's going to save you money. It's going to take you more time. You don't have to stay on site. You can stay across the street for like half the price. Same nice place. You can still walk. There's Uber. There's a lot of things you can do. The table, you're not going to dodge the price of the table and the electric. And all said and done, I mean, you're close to like $480 for the table and electric and all that. Fuck that. It's a joke.
And then the other big thing, Chris, like I said, most people who go out to Tinley, what they want to do, they're seeing the best of the best snakes in the world. You're going to want to buy something.
Yep.
I would. That'd be me. I'd be like, fuck, man. I'm seeing this in person. Let's $2,000. Well, there goes all the profit for this week.
It's so tough not to buy, especially when you're selling, for sure. And then if you take advantage of like credit cards where you can rack up points, if you can get Hilton points, you can probably stay for free. So if you pay some of your bills off all year with a credit card, but pay your monthly statement off, rack your points up, you can get airfare and hotel. And I mean, that makes a big difference in that because, yeah, it can get pricey. I mean, you know, it could have costed up around $1,500, give or take, to $2,000 just for, you know, traveling and staying.
Yes, we'll all be at Hamburg. I don't know. Sorrentino, you going? Okay.
All of us in Sorrentino.
Right.
We'll all be there.
He'll be sleeping.
He'll be there.
I'm doing Scranton now. Yeah.
But I got the mindset years ago because I thought the same thing. I'm too small to be buying these crazy. I did have this mentality a lot of guys have. I have a lot of guys ask me questions like that. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not telling you to go out and buy $1,500 snakes. That's not at all what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, if you got $400, look around. Like look to see, because you buy a one of a kind snake for $400, or a snake that's been produced 5,000 times over for the same $400. Which one tickles your fancy, right? Like maybe you like blackhead, and maybe you're like, okay, a guy like Triforce has this, and this. I've never seen one. There's never been one posted online. Maybe that's the snake for you. Or maybe you're a dreamsicle guy, and guess what? What about a dreamsicle? It costs the same $400. But guess what? You're going to be in a sea with 500 other people that are making dreamsicle this year.
Yep.
Or do you want to be the guy that's literally like, oh, I have this genetic, like a citron gene. Like I have a lot of citron shit. There's not a ton of it out there. It does do this, it does that. If it's something for you, that's what you'll get into. Because now it's a smaller level. But if people go, well, I haven't seen anything crazy with citron. Well, it's because I haven't got too far with you, right? It's just I'm only year 2, 3, 4 working with this shit. Most of the cool shit I held back personally so far, so I'm holding it back so you're not really getting to see it. Like I have some, but it's still not there. Like I didn't make the super lace citron yet, but I made lace citron clown. Nobody's seen it. Why? I haven't showed it yet. Why? Because when I do, people are gonna be like, "Oh, that's just fucking high," and I want to make sure I got the right citron to sell before I release it. So just say I make more citron het or lace citron het stuff next year or year after, whatever. I show you the clown or the pie, you go, "Oh, that's something. That's sick." I don't want to show it to you now because I ain't got nothing to sell for it. It'd be stupid for me to show it now. Why? Because you're gonna hit me up for it. I'm gonna be like, I don't have any. Like fuck, like you gotta wait the next year, and nobody wants to hear that shit. That's like buying a car, right?
Yeah.
Like you got to go on a waiting list, I guess, and I might not even hit them. Like I don't even want to promote something that I might not even make any. That's another realm of this shit too. It's like,
Well, the other thing is too, like with that comment, there's so many avenues you can go down with that. It might like, depending what show and where it was, it might not have had breeders that had the mindset to be making $5,000-$10,000 snakes. Their mentality might be, hey, we're gonna make $500 to $1,000 snake, and that's our best bang for the buck that we're doing right now. Like there's literally so many options, avenues, and reasons.
and I think people take stuff on such a small level, Jeremy. Right? They go to a show and they see certain prices. Right? They'll come to a show, they'll see our table, and they'll be like, "Well, why is everything so cheap?" Or "Why is everything not so cheap?" Like that, you have both. Or "Why is this more money and why is this cheaper?" Now we do a couple shows over the year, right? Gettysburg, Hamburg, whatever. It's different eyes sometimes, but it is a lot of the same local clientele. But
Yes,
you
you
get
see a
them
lot of
one guy walks up and they're like, "That's exactly the snake I've been looking for." It might take all year.
Yeah.
Well, no, what other thing?
4 shows.
The other thing I want to add too is fucking quality.
Yes.
Buy the best looking gene, not just a gene. Buy the best looking example of it.
I'm praying to God that becomes a thing in the ball python market for the next couple of years.
Me too.
Because I think where we hit a wall now, so many of these genetics are out there and so many people are making them because of the COVID boom and a lot of people got into this. There's way more competition. Now I think it's going to have to start coming down to the quality of shit because people are always like, "Well, I've seen this blah, blah, blah online." We're going to say a spot nose red straight clown, right? Because I just kind of dealt with this even with Marcel. Like, you sent me a picture and I went, okay. And he was like, well, I want to make this. And I'm like, "Fucking thing's ugly." And he's like,
fucking John.
right, you talk to me, I'm as dead. Dude, I'll tell you my snakes are. I got snakes called Ugly Betty and shit. Like, an ugly snake is an ugly snake. Big deal, right? But why are you going to spend the $800 to buy ugly? Take that $800, either sit on it, wait for a better one to be put, whatever. Do the research on it. Do sold, okay? There's only 5 of them listed. Do sold. Now 80 come up. Go through them snakes. Now all of a sudden you go, "Holy fuck, look at that one. Holy shit, look at that one. Damn, I missed that one. Holy shit." That means they were better. That means they were way better looking ones. Don't settle for the ugly one. Take the money, go somewhere else with it right now if you have to spend it. You don't need that snake today because it's not the best quality of that particular snake.
Yeah, especially when you're buying a snake and then when you get it, you're shed testing it. Like,
Yeah.
If you question if it had certain genes in it, don't fucking buy it. If it don't look like the genes, there you go. I hate that shit where they'll buy something and then shed test it, like, "Oh, it's not." Well,
how many stories have you heard? Yeah, how many stories?
I've heard it online. I've heard a few. I'm like, I won't buy enough if it doesn't look like the genes. I'm not buying.
Yeah, Ron just bought a snake online. Hit me up, John. He's like, "Something look off here." He showed me the snake in his presence. Took pictures. Ron got a good camera, and it looks whatever. Then he shows me the Morph Market ad. The snake looks nothing like it. Like the Morph Market ad, it was freaking super AI imposed.
Yeah.
These colors are this color and this shit. And he showed me the snake. I'm like, "Oh shit!" And he was like, "Bro, like this is fucked up. Like this is nothing like what I just bought." Now, granted, he got it cheaper, so he's gonna settle, right? But that's a terrible feeling.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to settle, right? I love that people buy our snakes and they go, "God damn, dude, this thing's so much nicer in the pictures because I'm not the best picture taker."
Yep.
I'd rather freaking under whatever. What's that saying? You under freaking the overperform. You undersell overperform. I guess the saying is
Overperform.
whatever. Like it comes out better. Like the end result's better than what you
Sweet.
thought. Like if do a picture on Morph Market,
For sure.
it's good. But when you get it in person, you're like, this snake blows this picture away.
Yeah.
That's the dude that makes somebody's day. But if I had a snake, it looks so cool online. They get it in person, they're like, ew, this snake's brown, bro. You just showed me a purple snake.
But the other thing too is like when you go on Morph Market,
and
there's so many examples. You know what I mean? You can, lace yellow belly. You can see a bunch of examples and just, it's not hard. You don't have to be like super great at identifying, but you can literally have so many examples. Buy the best looking example that you're like, wow, that definitely is.
When that lace test comes out, there's going to be a lot of unhappy people.
A ton of people are waiting for that. I'm waiting for it because I got 2 bags over here.
Yeah, Tiger God. Just hit me up in the DMs and let me know how many you want. That way I can bring extras definitely for that.
But
Did you see the Morph Market post with somebody shipped a snake in a fucking light bulb box and a shipping bag?
It was a snake? It was a snake?
I think so, yeah.
I didn't know what kind of animal was in it.
I think it was a snake. Maybe it was a gecko. Either way, it's fucked up.
Dude, that is so fucked up.
Light bulb box in an envelope yet. Like that was
padded envelope.
And people
if you're going to sell snakes on Morph Market, like I said, I just seen a guy literally first review ever. He sends a huge box, literally had shit stains on it or something.
Yeah.
Like in a rat room or something. He was using paper substrate, like basically crumpled up fucking paper. Only 2 pieces on the box, and the snake's ping-ponging around like a ping pong ball. Broken ass fucking foam. Like, this is your first sale ever on Morph Market, buddy. Like literally, like I said, my buddy Ron's the one that had to deal with all this shit. But the long story short, this is the guy's first sale ever on Morph Market, and this is what you sent.
That's how he sent it in the box?
Dude, he sent it in just a used ass box, beat the fuck up, paper, it was in this see-through bag. It was just shit from top to bottom, right? So the guy went through the freaking whatever he bred. He made a cool ass snake. The snake was a cool ass genetic, right? Even though it didn't look at the picture, it was a cool ass snake. So he did all these things in a row. Took him years to do this, right? And then this is the final. You get to the freaking stage, man. I'm gonna sell my first snake on Morph Market, and this is what you present. So his first review is a bad review.
Yeah, Ron's not gonna buy from him again. You're not gonna buy from him.
No, I'm not gonna buy. Right, and I'm gonna.
It's fucking nuts.
Dude has a cool logo. He has a cool name. It's like now this dude literally his first review. The first thing is always gonna pop up. Shitty ass freaking shipping. Now, like I said, Ron's not gonna hit him that hard because basically like told him some stuff. But the thing is, dude, you get the wrong guy. I get that box, right? I'm like this. I'm a pretty freaking reasonable person. I get that box. I'm pissed, bro. I'm pissed. You're getting this guy sucks. Fuck him. Fucking review, right? Like, not really doing it, but basically like this. Don't buy from this guy. It's shipping, whatever. Especially told him, and his arrogance was like, I thought it was fine. Well, obviously it wasn't. I hit you up.
There's way too many videos out there on how to pack and ship your snakes properly.
Yeah,
there's no need for that. There's way too much information out there in today's day and age. Like that.
Yep. Chris went out.
It's nighttime. It's past my bedtime. I gotta go to bed.
Now, with what you were saying, John, about waiting to get the perfect example, I want to throw this animal up here because this is prime example of that. That is my white face diamond, the male that I got out. I got a 1.1. I passed on so many, yellow face diamonds I could have got, but I refused to buy anything but what I needed and wanted.
You gotta feed that thing.
Dude, what do you mean? This is a baby, dude.
I know.
Little.
Don't you dare tell the carpet whisperer how to treat his snakes.
Feed that thing so it's an adult.
I'll tell you what, right? Like, that's a close representation of what his color is right now. But from
it's pretty.
Just one shed, the whites have started coming in like crazy. So I'm even more excited for the next shed and the next because there's going to be such a huge color change. Just perfect example. Like, don't buy something because you feel like you've got to. Wait till it's that perfect animal, and then jump on it. Just like the other things that I want to say about, but I can't say about. I told certain people if I get it, this is what it's got to be. Someone that knows what I'm looking for laid it in my lap and said, "Here you go. If you want it, they are yours." Because they're getting too old and they can't see, like they're kind of out of room and they kind of like they're getting older. They know that they don't have time to refine, that whole line breeding part of it.
And that's the perfect thing about it.
So it's just kind of like I jumped on the opportunity because it's exactly what I wanted.
Did you get a pair?
Well, we'll discuss that backstage. It's kind of like it's a totally different world that we're playing with, Chris, at this point.
It's the beauty of
you asked too many questions. You go now.
Everybody's watching this show getting this information right now. So you're going to have your guys literally that just don't know any better, going to buy whatever. Like, when one man's trash is another man's treasure. Like, I might think one snake's the coolest thing in the world, the best example, and you might be like, I don't like that gene. So you can always, like there's something always to sell to somebody. But if you literally go in with your own mentality to buy poor examples, the one thing I'll say, and I hope it sticks with everybody in here, ugly snakes make ugly snakes.
Yes.
I don't give a shit how whatever pretty one side is in the other. It's going to throw genetics of the one side into other snakes, and it's going to, if you got bad orange dream, guess what? All your orange dream from that minute forward is all bad. You're not just going to pop out a perfectly great orange dream one day. That's just not going to happen. Like, I know I've started so many projects over because of this kind of shit, and I've lost many, many years on advancing. I could be making crazy combos, but they wouldn't be the best of the best make crazy combos. Orange Dream is a perfect example. When I got into it, I bought a bogus Orange Dream. Kind of was looking normal. I bred that thing. And I'm sitting there, man, I'm making these comments. I'm, oh, look at my Orange Dream. Everybody's like, I don't see it. And I was like, oh, you're right. It's a little different, right? So what I went is I went and bought the best quality Orange Dream I could afford at the time. And I started it all over again, and it wasted 2 years of my life. Sold it all off. Everything I held back, everything, dude. It was a hard pill to swallow.
Yeah, a lot of OD stuff in the early stages was looked like Enchi until it was line bred.
It takes grind, man, doing this shit, because what you know today, I could tell you everything you want to hear. I could tell you everything in the world. Just get ready to do this, but you're not going to really feel it until you do it yourself. That clutch comes out. Does it look the way you thought? Do you feel the way you felt going into that clutch? Are you looking at that clutch going, oh my God, Chris Shelley made fucking the same thing, and this is 5 times better? Do you look at that shit, right? Like, and then you go, who you lying to? You're only lying to yourself at that point if it's not up to par. Sometimes there is an abort button. You have to, like, no matter what it is, you have to hit abort, because this shit will take you years into the fucking wrong direction. I'm a perfect example of that. I didn't get into recessive until about 6 years ago. I've been doing this for about 10 years with the balls, but I've only been really making recessive stuff on about 5-6 years. So there's some guys that have been doing this even a little longer. They think I've been doing this so much longer. I'm like, bro, you bought better than I did back then. I didn't know. Yeah. Like I had the snakes. I made a lot more. Maybe I made 10 times the snakes you, but bro, they weren't what I wanted. Took myself another direction. Yep. It's a hard pill to swallow, man. And you gotta go to bed with that at night and think about it all year. Pairing, same thing. You paired this, and you're like, aha moment. Hey, fuck, I should have took this male. And you're looking at that snake, you burn it for the year. It's burnt, dude. Because you can't put that snake on it now, because if you do, you're not even gonna know what the fuck you made. Yeah, you can genetic test it, but half the shit that I have, you can't even test for. So now you're stuck holding them all back because they could be double head, or they could be this or that. And I'm like,
it's triple head.
So what do? I'll let that snake ride out. It's a waste of my time. It's a waste of whatever. Learn my lesson that year. But it's always going to happen. The more you have, the more accidents are going to happen. And some of the shit's happy accidents, dude. I paired some snakes. I'm like, oh, fuck, I shouldn't have did that. and it's some of the coolest stuff I ever made. And I'm like, I meant to do that.
The happy accident.
I knew that would happen.
We did it with Blackhead, dude. Christine was intense. She wanted to make a Warfel or a super black pastel ghost. We're gonna go back 5-6 years ago, and she wanted to rip my head off, dude, because I had the perfect male to make these things. Well, what I did was take a black pastel ghost to the black pastel ghost. No, that's not what it is. What the fuck did we make? There was one genetic that was on it. Oh no, you wanted the ghost gray matters. So I used the Nightbringer basically the blackhead, black pastel with the hurricane. She's cutting the eggs and she's looking. She's like, we missed. And I'm going, yeah. She's like, what the fuck are these things? And I'm going, blackhead or super blackhead, black pastel, blah blah blah, ghost shit. Da 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 da. She's like, what the fuck is this? I don't want these. Like, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, that's the snake you told me to use for the other fucking project. But it was the happiest act I ever made because I made literally I was one of the first people in the world to make the blackhead, black pastel ghost combos, which are freaking gnarly looking. Like, they were insane, but it was a happy accident. But it pissed her off because it wasn't what she wanted. Like, we then shot for the gray matter ghost, and guess what? I had 12 kings. So, yep.
The book shots
like I said, ran full force. Oh, we got them, man. They crawled out the eggs. They were all kinked the hell up. So I ran full force, happy on top of the world. They're in the eggs. They're all kinked. So it went from the freaking moon to freaking hell within a split second.
Poor Mel had to deliver that bad news.
Yes, we were in a show. Mel cut them eggs.
We were in South Carolina.
We were in South Carolina for a kids whatever army thing. But long story short, my buddy Mel came here and cut the eggs, and they all look great, except for a couple of kings. I'm like, fuck. So I'm thinking, like, did Henny make it? But that's like I said, that's getting back to how freaking fast this shit can go from cloud 9 to freaking the depths of hell. I've been there thousands of times, dude. Thousands of times.
They're animals.
Yep. I had morphs crawl out that the world still has never seen. Didn't make it. Neat. Didn't do this, didn't do that, didn't grow right, didn't. That's only a few times, but it's usually always, I always say, it's always your best crazy shit. Always like the pinnacle.
Yeah.
Could have been the normal, could have been the lesser. No, it had to be the fucking 5-gene ghost clown, blah, blah, blah.
It never fails. It's always something. Just when you think you're smooth sailing, you got it, something fucking derails you a little bit. Knocks you. I don't want to say it derails you. It knocks you back down to reality.
Oh, dude. Dude, I've had many times I sat here at this very table, like sitting here where I am, contemplating whether to quit doing this shit. Like, in that low. I kicked an incubator out a couple years ago. Literally a plug that's taped to the fucking ground because I knew it could get kicked out. What I did is I moved something and it caught the end behind a rack. Boom, unplugged it. We went away to a show. It came back home. It was deplugged for over 4 days. I literally freaking they all didn't make it, man. I tried to. They would have made it, but I learned this lesson. I plugged that thing right back in. I'm like, oh, fucking getting my incubator back on. I plugged it right back in. What did it do? It shot to full power. 100%, dude. Freaking 100% on a freaking 75-degree incubator. It cooked them all at that point now because it literally went from 75 on all the way up to where it needed to be. Then it kicked down. Well, what it was, it spiked everything. I learned after that, if that ever happens again, I brought freaking snakes back from 65 degrees. I've lost power, and you basically just bring them up a little bit at a time. Now, these new thermostats are a little better for that, like these new herb stats and shit. They don't do full power right away. And this is back when I had a VE, and it was just full power. It only knows on or off. It doesn't know smart. Up a couple degrees at a time. So what you do in that situation, anybody ever has that, you lose power and your snakes go all the way down. Whatever it is, say you go down to 65. Every hour, raise it up a degree. 65.
Yep,
65.
I said one or 2 degrees an hour.
67, 68. And I don't give a shit if it takes you 24 hours to get it back to temperature. Do it slowly. Snakes can always usually come back up. It's when they go too high. It's usually when you're screwed. Once they go over a certain temp, that's when you get the neurologicals. You get the freaking you'll get face disorders. You'll get eyes missing. All kinds of crazy shit.
Good stuff.
Yeah. And I only know that by experience again. And 14 clutches in that thing. Stuff I still have not made to this day could have been possibly in that damn incubator. So
Bummer.
that ain't the first time, dude. I've fucked up at least probably 40, 50 clutches in my life.
Yeah, I was gonna say you lost power a few times.
Lost power a few times.
You just lost power this week.
I just lost power this week.
Really?
Yeah, it's a fucking 4 a.m. And I was gonna run out and do the generator, and I'm like, okay, it's only gonna be about 6 hours. The house got down to 60. The room stayed at 70, but that's decent. I'm okay with that. If our snake room got down to 70, I take them to shows and shit. They'll get to that. But if it would have went any more longer, I'd have been up Shit's Creek, man. I took a gamble at that minute from not hooking up the generator. But my generator's buried. Like, it would have took work. I worked all day. I was tired, and I took a gamble at that point. But like I said, I've been through it so many fucking times. I was like, all right. If it would have, I would have ran out there and fucking hooked it up, and boop. I have no eggs in the incubator right now, too, which is a huge help.
I say that's a big,
bro. I'd have been out there.
That's a big kicker.
As soon as that power went off, I'd have been out there starting that son of a bitch. But that's all little shit that can happen to you at any minute with this snake breeding, man. My thermostats come back on, and sometimes they lock. I don't know if anybody else has ever had that problem. When the power goes out and they come back on, my thermostat sometimes won't work, and it will blast at 100% with no heat at all.
Oh, wow.
So I have to reset them with the plug. Like anybody has a herpstat, you hit the plus button, unplug it and plug it in. That'll reset your herpstat if you ever get like fluctuating temperatures. Look at that ugly ass snake.
Yeah, look at that.
Triforce Gold right there.
Wait till you see the fucking blackheads that makes, dude. You're gonna be like, oh shit.
Dude, he's so badass. He actually just shed out like last week, I think.
That's the super blackhead pastel. Did you test him?
I
think you did.
Super blackhead yellow belly pastel. I don't think I tested him for yellow belly.
He was the possible yellow belly and a possible het clown, possible het ghost.
Yeah, he was possible. I tested him for the hets. He's not het.
You got bugged. You got like my only freaking snake that went out of my house, not het.
It had to be one.
He picked that one too, bro. I showed him one without you pastel, and he had to have that one.
Dude, this one's so freaking badass, though.
I had one identical with that was no pastel, and he took that one. I was like, again, there you go. To me, the other one was so much nicer looking than that one, but Jeremy liked that color of that one.
Right. Because
he's colorblind.
Well, the other thing is that what am I throwing it into?
Yep.
Example.
Yeah, what is example?
Pastel.
But you like that one better.
I'm not that worried about.
That was a perfect example, snake, Jeremy. Like I said, I showed you both of them. The other one, to me, I liked a lot better. You liked that one better. It's just a perfect example. Like one man's whatever vision is totally different than another man's.
Well, for his project, that works.
For his project, it works. To me, they were both awesome looking snakes. Don't get me wrong. But me being a clown or possible clown, I wouldn't have been pastel because of my parents.
Yeah.
Freaking Scotty. Jeremy loves yellow snakes.
That thing, I'm not gonna lie. That thing was sick as a baby. That fucker glowed.
Like dude, like I said, I'm over the moon with him still.
I did a lot of super blackhead pairings. Hopefully they'll go this year. I'm going back to my roots this year. I changed some of my stuff back up. So I used to go for a lot of super this and super that. So went back down the stroll. I'm trying to make a super blackhead mahogany black pastels. People are like, why the fuck would you do that? Because I love dark contrast. I love men black snakes with like hieroglyphic designs down their sides and all that shit.
Big black snake.
And then my ultimate goal, like I said, I know they've been made. There's a couple out there. I love jet black snakes. They're like, I don't know what it is about them, like the super mahoganies with the super black head on them and shit. They just do it for me. I'm like, what about this? Trust me, I love them too, man. I love color. I love super lace stuff. I love this. I love that. But I love jet black snakes. And that, again, you can be, right? You can like everything. Like, you don't have to be like one dimensional.
Yeah, for sure.
I thought Chris was going to show something off.
No, I was just walking around, cleaning stuff up. Nothing worth looking at.
Yeah, mine are all paired up still. I gotta see if the other 4 locked.
Oh, you're in shed. That's a cool one. He's in deep shed.
That got lesser in it?
Yeah, man. This is a
Yeah.
blackhead, black pastel, red stripe lesser.
Nice.
Ghost.
Oh, wow.
That's
Where
Pretty
you
fun.
go, little son of a bitch?
Nah, I like what it did with lesser.
He's being a little punk.
Won't breed.
No, man. He's right on the bird. He's like 700 grams. He's just like, nah, messing with nobody. I got him in on a blackhead Enchi yellow belly. So I was going for the red stripe yellow belly, super blackhead, Enchi lesser ghost. And he's that ghost. Pretty ass snake. I got these in ghost too. They're really sick.
Yeah.
Just a blackhead Enchi yellow belly. Heck ghost. So I was
Nice.
trying for that super blackhead crazy ghost. Why the hell is the thing zooming in on me? Back up.
It's looking at the snake. It don't want nothing to do with you, John. It wants to
Yeah,
snake.
I'll show this one.
Yeah, show it to us.
That's a red stripe. Something.
Ah, surprise.
Yeah, that screams red stripe. Yeah.
No.
No. Stranger.
No. Stranger, yeah.
See, Stranger has that very red stripe blocky pattern on some of them.
On the side, yep.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that to me, like literally, I agreed with John on
You know
that.
what I think does
Stranger.
that? This is just a theory, Chris, with some of the Strangers because they aren't all created equal. I think granite sneaks into some of them to do that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Right?
Well, yeah, I have two strangers that look totally different from the same exact clutch, brother and sister. It's totally different.
It always made me think like, is it a lyric with it possibly? Because nobody knows yet.
Yeah.
Like with red stripe combos or whatever.
Yeah, and if you look at a lot of Amos's stuff, a lot of his stranger stuff, some of it looks goofy as hell.
Yep.
Huh.
Stranger shit's badass, like in certain combos.
That was a Stranger Hinging Woma.
There's Phil. There's Phil.
Oh, it's Hidden Gene
Stranger Hidden Gene Woma.
So it
Dang
is
it.
granite. So it probably is granite.
Yeah, it could have the granite in there from the Hinging Woma. I wasn't even thinking about that.
Hidden Gene Womas back in the day used to be called Hidden Gene Woma Granite. Because once granite attached to Hidden Gene Woma, it wouldn't release.
That one was super intense, and then this one is not as intense.
Yeah.
You can see more Hinging Woma in it, but I still think it has that less desirable stranger look to it. I mean, look at all the dots behind the head there.
Still has that red stripe look too.
It does, yeah.
It looks like, Chris, that looks like very similar to my blackhead red stripe stuff. It's crazy.
It's just got crazy dotting down the back there.
Do they have a stranger test?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
That one I test.
But then if you, I'm definitely testing that one. The other one you can see it. But like if you look at these two, like, ouch. That one is just your classic stranger.
Yeah.
Real nice and, kind of light. It has the real muted sides and some of the pattern there. You see it?
Yeah.
Your classic stranger and then the sister.
They're crazy looking. Like
She's dark.
They got head looks on. They're crazy.
Yeah, she's stupid dark.
But yeah, look at that.
I'm breeding my first stranger stuff this year. My male just got big enough, so I never made any of it yet.
Yeah, I don't have any.
Yeah, brother and sister.
I like it.
Like, what?
Did you produce them or you picked them up?
Yep.
Oh, all right. I didn't even know you had stranger stuff.
Yeah, the dark one's a female and the light one's a male.
You know what I took stranger to, Sorrentino? I took it to your vanilla hurricane head clown girl.
Ooh.
Oh, that'll be cool.
Hurricane Strangers, nice.
I did pastel Enchi stranger clown to her.
Dude, that'd be cool. I hope she goes.
Yeah. I only did, like I said, because he has pastel on him. I figured a vanilla, if I'm going to hit it, at least set it off.
Yeah, sure. I got a bunch of sheds going out to see from vanilla.
I've got two sheds I can send out, and I keep not sending them out. Like, I've had them sitting here for like probably at least a good month.
I did that bang head clown to vanilla hurricane clown, that crazy looking girl. I can't wait to see that.
Well, I brought a that it was the GHI Mojave Chalk hypo, and apparently it is now possible het clown because Nate has the sibling, and it produced visual clowns.
Nice.
So I've got to send that one out for a test, but I've already if that one's already getting paired to. I think that one's going to. That's getting paired to the Exantic clown or the leopard Exantic het clown.
Oh, there we go. That's the Enchi.
This guy's a stud.
Enchi hypo clown.
That's the one I
Chocolate,
wanted to
too.
steal.
Oh, chocolate too.
I wanted that snake so bad. That thing's so sick.
Yeah.
The female is coloring up so nice
There's
with the
so
pastel in it.
Look at the banding.
That snake is so sick.
Yep.
Dude, he's such a stud, man. He's locking with like 5 or 6 females in my hypo clown project. I'm so excited for him.
Awesome.
You need to get one of my blackhead freaking hypo clowns this year.
Don't tempt me.
Put that shit into the blackhead on top of the chocolate and the freaking Enchi and all. Oh man.
I have an adult blackhead hypo female, and I have an adult blitz hypo female that I'm working into that project.
I don't know what it's gonna pull, man. That's why I did that pairing with what he said about the pinks and all. I have no idea. So hopefully we'll get to see this year.
Here's the this is the female, but with pastel, the sister.
Oh, nice.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she's almost more impressive looking with the color tones and everything.
DG clown.
Now
It
that's
does. She's so bright.
that's the exception, right? Everybody talks shit on freaking pastel and clown, and then you pull that out and go, okay.
You put chocolate and Enchi in it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love to hear somebody talk shit on that snake, right?
Nah, that's
Yeah, talk some crap on that one because it got pastel in it. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, 99.9% of people ain't turning that snake out of their collection.
Now I'll tell you what, Nate pulled out that one. What was it? I think it was like pastel, lace, some other shit clown. That thing was cool.
Nate's got one freaking snake that's like fire, bang, it's clown, whatever.
Yeah.
It's literally looks like it glows. It looks like he pulls that snake out every time, and I'm like, that ain't supposed to happen.
Nah.
Well, guys, it's almost 10:30. Let's call it a wrap for the night.
One more.
Go Birds!
All right, one more. All right, we'll give Chris one more show off.
Tonight. Oh, I'm so tired.
Dude,
I was ready to pass out until we started showing snakes.
He's missing his Call of Duty sessions. You got to get
My back pussy's sore.
He's got to go play his video games. He's like, oh, you're cutting into my Saturday nights.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm going straight to fucking bed.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
right. Call of Duty.
Me
What
too.
is that one first? That thing's clean as hell, too.
This is just a pastel ultramel clown.
No shit.
Yeah, it looks fucking clean.
Is that a male?
That doesn't even look
Nah,
ultra.
this is my female. I do have a male though as well.
Oh, you fucking little holder over there. I gotta come open some of your bins, man. You're hiding some shit over there, I see.
I need to come over and open your bins.
That snake is sick, dude.
Thanks for the super chat, Keith.
That snake is sick. Dude, you need one of my fucking Krypton Orange Dream at Ultramels.
I have an Orange Dream Ultramel Krypton female about ready to breed this year.
Oh, it's so sick.
Yeah, she's pretty fun.
Sleeper.
All right, that was the last one. I'm not allowed to show anymore.
Boo.
Hey, we gotta make him come on for the next one though. So you know we gotta keep Chris wanting to show more shit off. Damn it, John! Put the fucking snake away.
Yeah, man, I'm fucking your shit up, Jeremy. The fucking.
Oh, did you?
Hey man, ready to go to bed yet? Fucking Jeremy. That's a blackhead, black pastel, some kind of wacky granite gene in it. I don't know what. I don't know why it looks that. I have no idea why it looks that way. Is
there leopard in it?
No leopard.
That's beautiful. That almost looks like a black magic.
Yep, there's none of that stuff in it. It's like a granite.
No, that looks darker than a black magic.
Well, yeah.
Why does it keep on? Why does he keep trying to bite your ass, John?
No, she's a sweetheart. You better stop.
All right. I do. Before we do jump off here, I do want to know: did you show Christine the video?
One. Oh no, not yet. You're little. You don't want to talk about that. Missed fucking 45 minutes to get a fucking snake out of an enclosure. He's like, you gotta be nice though. I was like, I already fucking hate you.
No, see, all right. This is the perfect example here. Okay, these guys. One, John's there filming me because he's convinced I'm going to get my ass bit. Because when I went over to pick up Xena from Nate's house, and I tried telling them guys, I was like, "There's a method to getting him out." And getting him out without getting bit. You've got to let him come out.
Gloves and a hook?
You got to use the hook, get him to come out on his own. Let him think he's coming out on his own.
Full tampon mode, dude. Full.
What?
Oh, wow.
He was loaded with tampons that day. Trust me.
John's so full of shit.
Yeah,
He's like, come here, little guy. It's a little hook.
Yeah, you gotta see, dude. You gotta let him come out on his own because he was in the cave with Nate's girl. So when you start touching it, when you touch a male with a hook that's with a female, what's his reaction gonna be? It's another snake coming in to come like fight with me here.
Was Bang Daddy bad to you?
So he was like all fucking wound up. So it's like, all right, we really gotta. I thought I was gonna take a hit.
So it
take a while
what
to
are
get
those
him
in your
out.
snake room for?
What?
What are those in your snake room for?
Oh, that's what I used to spot clean poop.
Okay, all right. Sorry, carry on.
And then
Joe.
you go that right afterwards.
I thought we were making cookies or something. What the fuck?
Yeah.
He literally got tongs for poop.
Oh.
But
poop in the trash can.
Yeah, dude, I ain't touching. I use a little thing and spot clean out of the cocoa.
God,
My pooper scooper.
Do you put your purse down to clean too, or?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Sorry, carry on, Jeremy.
Carry on with your freaking. This story.
Grab it with your bare hands.
That snake on, dude. We're gonna be on.
I do.
Grab it with your bare hands.
Sometimes.
Shut up, Chris.
I'm never shaking your hand again.
He said Chris's.
All right. So anyway, on with my story.
You and your dick
Smells like money. Smells like money, baby.
He had no idea he was even going.
So it did take probably like 15 minutes to get him out. All right.
Oh yeah.
So I get this big 7-foot male jungle out. That's he was he was a little on edge, but he wasn't doing bad considering how he was acting when we got him out. So no one wanted to hold the fucking bag for me to put this thing in. So I'm got both hands wrapped up.
He's putting it in head first, guys. He's like, Nathan, hold the bag. Nathan's like, fuck you. Freaking and hands the bag to me, and I'm like, whoa. We doing this. We grabbing this son bitch's head. Jeremy's like, you can't do that to the snake. You will piss him off. I'm like, what? I was like, grab that fucker by the head and stuff him in the bag. And he's like, no, John. Xena does not get treated like that. That's why
right.
he's so nice. I'm going, dude, we wouldn't even be having this fucking conversation if this fucking snake was nice. Don't fuck with me.
He was nice. He didn't try to bite, right?
No, see, I didn't get bit at all. The best part was, all right.
It took us 20 minutes to get him in a bag. That's why I didn't bit. He was
It
tired.
takes a little bit of time.
He was bored. He was like, fuck these 3 little freaking girls. He was like, these guys are the biggest bitches ever. I didn't bite any of them because I'm going to make them cry.
Jeremy over there coddling.
The best, like, it was funny because John's like, I ain't holding the fucking bag. I ain't getting bit. So I kept going, trying to get Nate to hold the bag because Nate seemed like the only one that was likely to hold the damn bag for me.
Was Sharon there?
Don't point that fucking thing at me. Like,
so
Nate's exactly.
So here's the kicker of the story. In the meantime, Jeremy's being so nice with Xena. He's being, he's such a good boy. Nathan's never been a fucking anybody. Came out the fucking cage and went whack right in Jeremy's arm. Nathan's like, what the fuck? He's like, Jeremy's like, I just got bit. He's like, not by my girl. My girl don't bite. I was like, see, that's what you get. She's like, stop being a bitch and fucking put the fucking boy in the bag or give him back. He bit the shit out of his arm. Thank you, he had a sweatshirt on and he'd been bloody mess.
Yeah,
he got nailed. It just wasn't by his so little boy. He was in the bag so nice.
See, that was the funny part though, because all right, in order for Nate to hold the bag for me, Nate went and got these big, thick, like hawk gloves basically to hold the bag.
Fireplace. Yeah, he was
So-
big old fucking burlap freaking glove.
Ball python breeders crack me up.
In the meantime, Nate's freaking trying to get his girl back under control in the cage. Jeremy's behind him with the fucking Xena going, rah, fucking go, dude. All you hear Nate goes, if I get bit in the fucking back, Jeremy, I swear to fucking God. Like, he looked at me like, John, we're getting shovels. We're gonna bury this fucker in the backyard. I get bit. Like he was, and Jeremy's like, oh shit, I better back up. Dude, he almost got Nate bit in the head. It was that close. It's like going. I'm like, Jeremy's like, oh shit. Nate must have just felt it, like felt the pressure on his back, man.
That would have been great.
Snake. Get kind of close to him, that snake.
With those little legs, he can't run either.
Bro, it was so funny. 3 grown men to deal with snakes. Fucking probably between all of us, we have 1,000 snakes. And it was like the biggest bitch show ever with this fucking little snake.
Sharon
trying to get it
Sharon was even there filming it. Like, there's multiple angles of this whole experience.
Let's get this online.
And then to top it off, all right, so we get Xena in the bag. Everything's hunky-dory. We wanted the ultrasound Nate's girl. So, all right, Nate gets her on the hook. He has the front half on a hook, the other half holding her tail. And he looks at us, he goes, huh, I guess we should have got the ultrasound out first, huh? And like we all kind of look at each other like, fuck yeah, I guess like we probably should have had the ultrasound out and ready. So Nate's like, well, here, take her. I'll go up and get the ultrasound, which was me. I've held that girl before. She was a sweetheart. I reached right up, not thinking at all, and she swung around and nailed me right here on the arm.
Damn,
I'm like, ow. And Nate's like, what? I was like, I just got fucking bit. He goes, not by my Johnson, not by my girl. Like, fuck, it wasn't from your girl.
Not my snake.
My boy's over in the back.
Jeremy got rocked. The bitch was, if she didn't hit Jeremy's arm, as I was looking in, like there next to him, it'd have been my face. She swung around and just hit Jeremy, and Jeremy's arm was up like this, right in front of my face. If it would have missed Jeremy's face, I was taking a tag right to the fucking eyeball. Like, I'm sitting there looking like, oh fuck, man, this is comedic. And thank God you don't one of them snakes wanted to piss her shit too, man, or fucking had a mess on his nice fucking carpet in his couch. I'm sitting there looking at this shit like, get this fucking snake in the bag before this thing whips his tail around. Going, anybody fucking dealt with big snakes? That happens.
Golden shower.
The golden shower, right? And
So
he's putting it across the couch. I'm like, oh no, this isn't going to be good. Oh,
He has never done that though. So I wasn't. That didn't even cross my mind. He's not one of those ones that does that shit. He'll sooner light your ass up over shitting all over the place.
Bro, I don't know, man. That was a 15-minute fucking adventure.
See, but it ended successfully. You've got to work. You've got to know your animals. Now, apparently, Nate doesn't know his animal very well.
So his animal just doesn't like you.
So how'd the ultrasound go?
So the ultrasound, she was at 16 mil. So it's iffy. You know, she could go, she may not go, not quite sure. But the best part is that I think Sharon's got this part on video is I'm holding Nate's girl. Nate's there running the probe up and down her side, you know, trying to find good follicle sizes and stuff. And John's there treating the girl like she's a freaking bull, like Toro with the freaking snake bag at her face, pissing her off even more.
Oh, I was pissing her off. I was keeping her from biting you too, especially you little girl. I was putting the snake bag in front of my Toro, and I'm freaking keeping you from getting there. You already got big. I'm saving his ass, and I'm freaking treating him snake like a fucking
and then meanwhile, Nate's there going, just keep her head busy and occupied over there so I don't get bit. Like, Nate didn't give two shits about anybody else getting bit but himself.
Nate told me to keep your head busy. What do you do? I kept the snake back. Hey, little snake, hey, tag in front of your face so don't kill Jeremy. And he's like, don't do that to her. You're
I kept telling John, you're pissing her the fuck off. I'm gonna get bit. Dude, it was it was literally a comedy show for like a whole. Oh god, that probably took the whole thing probably took an hour between both snakes. It was freaking.
I've never seen anything like it, man.
We need to see some footage.
Might bite you. I go in like this, pull them up on a hook. I'll take my hand and I'll go up the back of their head and go, gotcha, little motherfucker. I'm gonna put you in the bag.
I need that footage.
And he's not doing that. I'm going, Jeremy, how you supposed to get in the bag? And he's like, I'm gonna put it in. And freaking, like I said, Nate's holding the bag, like the snake's going around Nate's hands. I'm like, he's getting fucked up. Jeremy's like, well, he doesn't bite, really. He's doing everything. He's gonna bite. But that was
But
fun.
look who knew their animal. Look who knew their animal.
Is that what this? Look, okay.
Mel's right. The Three Stooges.
The
Yeah,
Three
right.
Stooges.
Mel got it.
For sure.
Jeremy yelling at me. He's like, don't taunt them. Don't taunt them with the bag. I'm like, fucking even if you get bit. Then he's like, no, your real snakes are real mean. I'm like, no, they're not. They got fucking a couple. And all of a sudden became all.
Just a couple.
You got a couple mean ones. You can't control them all. Fuck, I got 600 animals. I'm gonna have a handful. They're real dickheads. Like, I just can't help it.
The last time I was at John's house and we were up in the snake room, it was Nate, John, Christine, and I, and we're sitting there talking. And every snake John pulled out was like just launching itself at him or Nate or somebody. Like, it didn't matter where you were at. The snakes were trying to kill you. It's just like,
you didn't tell them it's middle breeding season, which my snakes go fucking crazy. Like, when I say to breed and feed, these suckers go off. So it was that. Plus, fucking, it was my ultramel species, which are all jerks. I don't know what the original male, the original female I got. You want to talk about fucking pistols, just asshole ball pythons? They were that, and the babies took that shit for freaking years now. They're all jerks. I know that about them, though. I think it's funny. I think they're, they're pissed off at the world. Whatever. And that's what I was showing you.
That's how my hypo clown is.
Yes.
Nasty.
You know what else are real jerks in my freaking house? My bigger lace girls. Again, the original female was a real jerk. So guess what? It translated to babies. You talk about like pretty babies make pretty babies. Asshole snake make asshole snakes. So,
that's not entirely true either.
I don't
not
know.
entirely true.
You might get lucky.
Zena makes some sweethearts. Zena makes
everyone.
puppy dogs sometimes. Zena makes puppy dogs.
Yeah, maybe it doesn't go across in carpets. I don't know. I know all my freaking ultramels are freaking hell though. Most of I got a couple of them, but they're mostly mean, especially with the black pastel gene in them.
Well, you got Krypton too in them.
Yeah, they're jerks, man.
A lot of the Krypton stuff's nasty.
Very puzzly kind of attitudes.
Yep.
Is Christine still there with you, John?
She went downstairs. She's our freaking dogs broke in us eating some kind of blue shit, and they're throwing out the house again.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they broke into the trash can. Lexi was making cake and whatever, so they got full blue icing. It wasn't much of it, but enough to make them not feel well.
Ooh.
He's down there dealing with our husky who likes to just get into everything she's not supposed to.
Well, just I wanted to remind her not to forget to bring the carpet to Hamburg.
What's up, Greg? Who the fuck is Greg?
Since you guys are disowning my poor girl. Poor girl.
I thought you already had her back.
Nah, I still have
No,
her.
because they freaking forgot her.
I didn't forget her.
Like at Repticon, I thought they were bringing Repticon. I said to I was just got done setting up. I was like, "Oh, did you bring my girl?"
There was no
John
reason
goes, "What
to sit her all
girl?"
weekend. Yeah, there was no reason to let her sit her all weekend, bro. I figured I'd see a
Girl.
local show we can get her home. I don't need her sitting out all weekend.
Well, no, I would have brought her home anyway.
But it would have been 2 days. But I brought her on freaking Thursday night, Friday, Saturday, into Sunday. Like, there's no reason to do it. For her.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, especially in a snowstorm. Come on,
Hey,
Jeremy.
come on, Jeremy.
Hey, she would have been home safe and sound Saturday night.
I figured I'd see you, and I'm like, boom, I see a hamburger. I thought I see you Oaks, but I forgot you had a gun show.
Yeah, me missing Oaks kind of derailed some other stuff.
We will miss her. Like I said, it's gonna be cool. I'm glad you're keeping her because I do like her. It's just I'm trying to plan for the future. I don't want to throw her all the way up and then be like, fuck, man, I don't have a room for a cage still, like because I didn't move. While I'm still at this location, I gotta plan smart, right? It doesn't mean I won't get back into them a couple years from now and be like, I got the room now, caging. It's just right now I just want to do what's best for the animal and like not grow her all the way up and have to throw her in her V70. Like that would suck.
See, I was contemplating about getting rid of her or not. But dude, like the more I had to think about it, it's like, you know what? It's like she's gonna stay here.
Oh, when you see her back in person now, and now she's coloring up, she's sick.
Well, I need like I don't have anything that's got a good stripe going with it. Like everything I have is banded or very erratic pattern.
Yeah.
That shows I love you as a friend, though, too, man. Because I could have sold her for a couple $100 and more than I got her from you, but I gave her back to you. Fucking little bastard. Cost me money. That was a good deal. Nah, it's cool though. I'm totally joking about that. I hope you do keep her. She's cool. If you do sell her, you sell her. But
no, she is gonna stay here. She is gonna stay here. But it might. But doing that is forcing my hand to move. More than likely, one of the other females I was gonna hold back. But I got to figure out what and if and yeah.
Yeah, we're doing a total revamp of the collection this year at the breeding season. So it's like
You say that every year.
I did.
No, you got to do it every year, honestly. Anyway,
this year's going to be a little more extreme than others because I got a lot of girls like that. Say that whole rack behind me is all girls between 600 and 700 grams now. The whole top of that thing up. That's got
ready to go.
It's not going to breed next year, but I'd love to get it in the tubs like this so I can at least get it fed up for the year after. And then the girls that whatever in these other tubs, B35s and everything like that, they'll be go breed next year. Plus, they got a whole freaking 50-50 series. I got 60 bins of girls that are probably not going to breed this year. That will be my main breeders now.
Well, I started years ago holding back double females. Just because you always get that one that grows faster and one that'll go 1 year and doesn't.
Yep. That's exactly where I'm at right now. I got a girl that's 1,800 grams and her sister's 12. Right? So I'm like in the transition of, okay, I can try to breed you. It's your first year. I don't know if you're going to go. 1,200 grams going to come up and be in the same situation as this girl is this year. So it's a transition here from the stuff we're making. Plus the market is moving. Like I said, I pay attention to the market. I got a lot of stuff that's doubled and tripled. I don't need to make as many of this certain thing because now I want to buy maybe another scales corn snake or want to do this and trying to just do a little bit different things instead of just not mass producing, but producing more of shit that I don't need to produce. It's the best way I can say that. Instead of making much of this, I do that shit for odds, but I've already hit now the stuff I really wanted to hit, so that stuff's to stop growing now, so I don't have to be so particular on 3 girls for this genetic. That hit that per se odds. You can have a lot of byproducts, and a byproduct equals what? A lot of bin space, and a lot of bin space equals I can't make more snakes if they're not selling as fast, and you basically drive yourself right into a wall. That's wrong.
All right, guys, we're gonna call it a night. We will pick it up next week. On Sunday, we will be back on our usual Sunday time. That way, you know, certain people that don't pay attention to live streams sometimes. Yep, see right there he is.
I'm guilty.
Sunday, Chris. Sunday. We will be back on Sunday.
Sunday. Who are we having on?
I don't think we've got anybody on. I know.
All right, who's dropping the ball?
Because what I'm gonna because I want to get Dalton on. I messaged him about January and he couldn't do it, so I do want to get Dalton on from DL Pythons. Brand new, up and coming, fresh kid. Get him on and kind of,
he's a real good kid.
Let the world kind of find out about him and let him get a little bit of exposure.
Yeah.
So I do want to. I'm going to message
him. I can't wait to dive deep with him because he's doing what a new breeder that's really trying to invest for the future. He's doing a lot of the right moves right now, and it's nice to watch. I wish I would have done some of the moves this guy done when I got in.
Yeah, you can definitely hear it when you talk to him with the shows.
He did his research, man. He does his research. He's talked to a lot of people. He's really and knows what he likes. I think that's the biggest, hardest thing. With a breeder, what do you actually like, right? Like,
yep.
So I think he's got his head on straight of what he actually likes, and he does search for the exact morph he wants, the freaking quality, the everything. So it'll be awesome to have on talk about it.
So I am going to message him. I'll try to message him tomorrow.
Are you doing Joel again?
Joel will be the following Sunday. Yes, Joel will be on, and then
the last Sunday.
Chris Shelley down there, he went and he's been an overachiever and he's booked 2 people for March already.
Oh,
March 2nd, my show.
We gotta get Ron on one of these shows.
It's going to be we're going to have some Chris picks coming
gotta
on.
get Ron and Mel.
Ron's we're going to get Ron on at some point. Mel's has been definite in whether he likes it or not. He's going to come on.
Yeah, that'd be good. Absolutely.
Pop that cherry.
Yep.
That'll be a great one for precautions, and we'll talk about some precautions of how to do ball pythons and things like plugs and thermostats and alerts to your phones with Govies and all that stuff. That'll be a great episode of what could go wrong and like how to prevent maybe some of this stuff by making some moves.
Keith, I thought you were getting Stolen Tino's guy back off.
No, that wasn't Stolen Tino. What was it called? Sold Tino, right?
Stolen Tino.
Stolen.
I like Stolen. I like Stolen Tino too.
Stolen Tino.
What you got set up? Man, that dude just
Oh, Will.
Or Stolen Tino.
Stolen Tino. Stolen Tino.
He'll never lose that name. He'll ride with them to the day he dies. Just like Bang Daddy. Stolen Tino is here to stay.
Yeah.
Oh, you got sold and Tino'd.
Anybody sells a snake out from anybody, you've been sold and Tino'd.
It wasn't a snake, it was a snake rack.
It's for claims for everything that gets sold out.
It doesn't matter what it is.
Buddy, you're like, oh, I got
Put
it.
the deposit in.
Next week
You want it?
was
I need a deposit. Show me you're serious.
Dude, anytime Will says he's going to get something, he's going to get it.
Show me the money.
He sold the shit out of that boy.
But that's going to be it, folks. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Check out the channel sponsors. Link for the channel memberships down below in the description. Link for Husbandry Pro. Use the code Warfels60. Get that 60-day free trial. If I could speak, carpet15, shedtesting.com. Get that 15% off of your shed test order. All those links, codes, use them in the description down below. Check out all these guys. Links for them are in the description down below. Check out my stuff because my inventory is low, but there's still some nice stuff on there. Like I said, I'm debating whether or not I'm going to move back for the carpets. So I'm still on edge because the way the colors are going, I don't know if I can remotely even pick one at the moment to even let them go because I will regret doing it 100%. And I know it, so that's what's even worse. So that's why it's like they're probably all just going to stay, and we're going to wait and see what the carpet season brings for this year. That might be the better route. But anyway, that's going to be it, everybody. Guys, thank you for joining me tonight. It was a great episode, almost 3 hours long, too. Keith, thank you very much for the $2 super chat. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you very much. All the channel members, thank you very much as well. This week's video, I have no freaking idea what the hell you're getting. So this week's video, go back, check it out because you're going to get to see some badass animals that you didn't know or that you probably didn't know or didn't really get to see that I got, including this stunning little guy and his sister. But go check out this week's video. And, yeah. We'll see what I bring. We'll see what I end up coming up with for this week. I don't even know what topic to get into. We'll see. But have a great rest of the week.
Hold on. Jeremy.
Oh, God.
Come on, Chris. Take it out.
Oh,
Make sure you guys
go Philly. Come on, everybody. Go Eagles tomorrow.
I must have go Birds, baby.
If you're Super Bowl partying, be safe tomorrow, folks. Have a good one. And have an awesome rest of the week. And we'll catch you here next week, 8 p.m. on Sunday. We will be back on regular schedule. So, we will catch you next week, guys. Later.